Probably
Hello.
Hello.
Sideways. Okay. You're on sideways. Hello, internet. I think nobody is here yet. I think we should probably just treat this as a let's hang out and do our thing.
Yeah.
And if / when people show up, we'll chat with them.
Heck yeah.
On the top is looking fire.
Sounds good.
Oh, I have to take down the link banner thing. How did I do that? There we go. Hide it. Ha! Now we can see all our faces.
Yeah, there we
Now
are.
I can see your eyes. Oh, yay.
Eyes aren't just like a word that says wizard rock in my life.
I think I am a wizard rock, so
You are a wizard rock.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
AJ is just a rock.
AJ all along.
That's true. AJ's a rock. Yeah.
Like a
A
cinnamon
nice
stick.
rock. A shiny rock. One of those nice rocks you find at the beach.
Oh, should we do our recipe? Does 2 9-inch pans and calls for 3 cups of flour and stuff. And we're trying to decide if we should half our recipe just because we only need the one.
Just go for it.
Or
Make all the cake.
so the problem is
And eat the cake.
who did we lose? Oh, we lost Samson.
Samson. Where did Samson go?
I don't know. All right, because we might have to use our toaster oven. We can only do one at a time.
Oh, fair.
But if we do both, I can put mint instead of vanilla in one of them.
Do it. Do it.
I've always, I'm just very excited about having a blue cake, and I want to make it a blue mint cake.
It's what you deserve.
Thank you.
And since you're already making cake,
Oh, I saw that happen. No.
I wish that there was literally any way for my lighting to be better.
Me
Same.
too.
I'm surprisingly good in here.
Under
Yeah,
cabinet
I'm-
lighting's the best.
Y'all are
I'm very
jealous.
impressed with Quentin's
We're
life.
pretty
It's like
Yeah.
on
Everyone else lives together.
Yeah. We're the only idiots who are doing it this way. But that's
Well,
okay.
It has the added benefit of now y'all get to wear bandanas and stuff. Oh, now you're sideways.
Me?
just
Yes.
for fun. Yeah, just for fun
Oh.
and
It's fine.
kicks.
Sure.
Just vibing. It's chill.
Okay, we'll come back.
I'm setting it so that my phone doesn't go to sleep all the time.
Good plan. Hi, Samson. Welcome back.
We missed you.
Hello.
It's my love. Maybe.
It's still too
Can
bad.
you hear
Oh my god.
Samson? Are you there?
Oh, there's a lot. I didn't put my face in it.
Samson.
There-
Hello.
Sorry.
Samson!
Samson.
Oh no.
R.I.P.
Oh, somebody's watching. Oh, their internet's being weird, they say in the chat.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no. Also, you are frozen now.
Oh, R.I.P.
Somebody's watching, though.
Yeah. Hi, we're gonna big cakes.
Hello, whoever is watching. Welcome to this.
Welcome to Gay Cake Station for Pride.
Yeah.
The 600-mile cake?
At least
Okay.
600 miles, at least.
We're gonna break a world record, maybe.
What's the record?
Do we add up how long it would take to get from each of our houses to each other? Or is it just oh no, we lost Samson again.
But we got a new friend
We did.
for a second.
This is not Scout or David. This is Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Charlie, hi.
Hello, I have a Shrek cup.
Amazing.
Excellent.
That's
Iconic.
wonderful.
Hello, Scout.
Wow, there's so many friends, and you are all yellow.
We're not even doing the yellow cake. We're the green ones.
Why is this?
It's because I
Oh,
washed
wait.
yellow clothes.
Wait,
It's because he washed yellow clothes.
Time.
now we lost Quentin and Danny.
Hi,
Yeah.
Tosh.
Oh, hi, Tosh.
Oh, Tosh, how are you?
We have Quentin and Danny back.
Hi.
It
I
worked
think-
this time.
Hello.
Yay.
Wow, look at that.
There are so many friends here right now. I can't even
Hi,
handle
friends.
I learned how to make. I can do lemonade.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes, gay rights. Gay rights.
Hey.
It says get right.
I
Our
do
cakes
say gay
will.
rights.
Oh, look at that fancy cup you got, Sage. Wow.
Yeah, it's got the Hogwarts crest on it.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Wow.
And it has a healthy vitamin drink in it.
Well, I am drinking peach pear LaCroix.
Oh.
So you're drinking water that was like 6 feet away from peaches and pears?
That's what my friend David says.
Yeah, yeah.
Sage.
I mean,
County That's fine.
You're welcome,
I
though.
love it. It's delicious.
We're joining the LaCroix party.
we'll see if I can do this without taking my mask off.
Would you like a straw?
Absolutely.
Straw holes aren't safe.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I haven't been anywhere.
I know.
Party. We're gonna get party.
You haven't yet.
I love gay chaos.
No, he was trying to open the cupboard again. Because he's
It's impossible.
It's gonna go.
other kids watching this.
Okay, I'm gonna start baking.
Do it. I am the only one here who is not baking because
I thought you were Sage.
Oh,
I am Quentin.
Yeah,
I am.
you know, none of them can get you, but I can.
You could.
But all of us are using boxes.
Not on the internet. There are too many witnesses.
I would like to point out that, oh my God, Tosh. LaCroix doesn't exist here. In my opinion, it's a cryptid. Anyway,
That sounds legit.
That was real dad joke-ish. I'm really proud of you.
The yellow.
I'm sorry. I had to put my eyebrow on.
I'm going to wash my hands before I touch it.
What they-
I do it over there.
I mean, I also have to work mine, so we're gonna mute for.
oh,
My kitchen's very spread out. To get stuff, I have to go everywhere.
I got most of my stuff out.
I can just vibe on the
Ooh,
side.
it sounds like a lot of robots.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep.
What are we
beep, boop,
cooking?
beep 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 boop.
Show you making the cake. I've just poked my head in at certain points and say hello.
I like that.
I'm just here so that no one's alone.
So we lost Samson again, but they will be back, I'm sure. It just be like that sometimes, you know. Internet. Am I
Yeah,
right?
this patient is really bad internet.
Can't tell what your presentation. That one has cacti on it.
God, cacti.
It came from Jody, actually.
I almost scored.
What flavor cake is everyone making?
I
I know we're
Hey,
Ours is funfetti.
funfetti.
ooh.
That's very exciting and gay.
Celery in the back.
I love it.
We are taking advantage of the fact that we have 2 9-inch pans, and we're gonna do ours. It's a vanilla cake recipe, but I decided to be chaotic and replace the vanilla and half of it with peppermint.
More.
But it's gonna be.
It's like mine ahead.
I don't know why my internet's being so weird. It's never this bad. I don't know why.
Your
It just,
internet, it's homophobic.
yeah, it's homophobic
Honestly.
and dare I say also transphobic.
Seriously.
Butter, oil, and sugar. I'll get them.
That's all together too long for me to get a single cup
Butter,
of
oil.
We're making it. We just don't know that.
This is so chaotic.
It really is.
I just said yes.
I'm hoping it'll be slightly less chaotic when at least somebody's cake is in the oven, but we'll see.
Right? There are so many sounds attached.
I think it's gonna be more chaotic.
Then we can do more
Fair.
shenanigans.
We can do
I haven't cracked an egg in over 3 years. I just
been vegan that long.
I've been vegan for 3 years, 6 months, and 1 day.
Oh wow.
Are you not using a egg substitute?
I looked at it.
They don't
No,
want
I'm making it normal
They don't want
because I didn't want cake, but my mom won't eat vegan cake, so I made it regular.
Amazing.
There's a bunch of honking outside our house, so I apologize if it gets loud. I'm gonna go see what that's about. Actually.
You're joining the pride.
I got egg all over my hands.
Someone's birthday! Wait!
So we've got funfetti flavored cake and vanilla peppermint cake. What other flavors have we got going on?
Vanilla peppermint. I'm making lemon.
Lemon. Delicious.
We're doing vanilla.
Classic.
Or
We will potentially have a chocolate cake coming from the Jody because no Pride cake is complete without black and brown,
I
That's
love
true.
that.
That's true.
but also extenuating circumstances.
What is it?
I have a question.
Yes.
Not with the peppermint.
We're not putting peppermint in ours.
Welcome,
Okay.
Jamie.
So we're making the orange colored cake, right?
Yeah, you're making an orange.
Do I put the orange extract in?
Obviously.
Okay.
Do it.
So
Do it.
we're doing a creamsicle cake.
That's why I'm doing half peppermint.
The car horns are with David and Scout, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I may mute David and Scout for a minute. Would that be okay, friend?
Valid.
There we go. Now we can think.
Creamsicle cake.
Butter is.
Ideal.
Wow, the level of sounds just went down like 30%.
Oh, I can vouch for how loud that neighborhood is before I went to high school. Is this the second? Have I done 1 cup? Or 2 cups?
1 cup water, half a cup of vegetable oil.
Already done 2 cups?
I am not making the cake. I am
Canola oil and
here
vegetable oil are
to
practically the
keep
same
track
thing,
of
right?
the chat and MC this evening. I am not baking because that would be a mistake.
Yes.
No, that's the dirty.
Actually, you are correct. They are the same thing.
Sage, you don't bake?
Seeing Charlie just vibing. I bake by myself at 4 a.m.
Nope.
I love
and
that.
I only bake chocolate chip cookies. I only make chocolate chip cookies.
That is
And it
valid.
took me,
That's so good.
No.
it takes me a very long time. So like it wouldn't be a good thing for a live stream.
Someone just graduated on our street, so that's what all that was.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Woo woo.
I also did that.
Yeah, you did.
Congratulations.
Proud of you.
Oh, yeah, no honking for me though.
So did I.
Congratulations!
Look at us. Graduate.
Oh, hi, Jocelyn. Welcome.
Everybody that graduated.
We
Graduate.
stand all of our graduates out there.
Indeed.
How do I like
Yeah.
sneakily get a spoon?
You, Maddie, want to do baking powder and salt in here?
I have a lot of questions to get out.
Well, maybe we can do salt because we're gonna do salted butter.
Do you want to do baking powder in here? And I'm gonna start getting the.
Wow, homemade recipe. I'm using a box. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
It was honestly about effort because we would have had to go buy a box.
The box was already in the pantry.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
had box at home. We got that. It would've been
Like,
in the box.
Full on, I would not be using from scratch right now if we had a box.
Aww.
Well,
I don't think I've ever made a homemade cake, like personally. I've done homemade cookies a lot.
Keep excited, keep it done. This kind
Hi,
of
Jocelyn. Welcome. We love
Yeah.
you.
They wanted to be part of it.
Oh, cool.
No,
There,
I'm just trying to.
Jamie, Ari is in the other room.
Is Ari supervising the cake baking?
No, actually, they
Oh.
are. We are on
They're
our
trusting
own,
us.
which might be a mistake.
Yeah, but I'm impressed with the level of trust there.
I really hope the toaster oven works for you.
Well,
Yeah,
we have our
personally.
we have our oven, but it doesn't always like us.
Yes, Jocelyn. Black Lives Matter. We love it.
Wait, that was
Agreed.
turn into an actual heart. I'm sorry, Jocelyn. In the
Is it
comments.
actually in the background?
oh,
yeah, okay, cool.
I have so made cakes before, Jamie. I think all the time.
we have like 2 fancy jars of honey that are empty, and we can keep the jars to boil them.
Wait, I got distracted.
Sorry, I had to get the dog down from the table.
All hearts are good hearts. I agree. Ow.
Hi. Can I go get water? Absolutely.
I should be baking, not commenting multicolored hearts in the chat.
Yeah, JJ, let me watch the chat. You do you.
There's 2 people there. You can come together, you know?
But they're
I'm worried I'm overreaching. Living my best life.
Pepper? Is that Pepper? Is that the love of my life?
The barking? The barking's Timon. That's my dog.
They do. I think you're not saying that.
Tell your dog that I love them, Nathan.
Timon!
But just leave it outside that.
There's probably just like someone walking outside, or there's probably nothing at all because he's senile.
Aw, bless him.
Here. I'm done mixing, but I'll just show you.
Oh, cool. Show us. I'm so excited to see that batter.
Oh, yeah? This is Timon.
Live stream. Like, where
He's a good
Oh
boy.
my god. Dog on the stream. Dog on the stream. This is not a drill. Hello. What a
He's a good boy. He's a 14-year-old puggle.
Well, I don't have Facebook.
He's he had a I think older brother named Pumbaa. It was Timon and Pumbaa. We're a big fan of Disney in this house.
As you should
But
be.
yeah, he's a good boy when he's not eating chocolate.
I love
Me too.
He's so baby. I love him.
He is the best boy. You're right.
The bestest boy. Oh,
Thinking that Quentin and Julia, for some reason are our.
All right, you got your attention. Congratulations. You have fans now.
I was
We all know the true star of this night.
today. And we did, and it was glorious.
It should be light or fluffy.
Whatever.
You gotta be more aggressive.
Rewash my hands because I pet the dog.
You want?
Worth it.
No, thank you, but I do appreciate and love you very much.
Okay. What am I putting in this? I'm gonna mute my mic because I'm gonna have an electric mixer.
All right.
Did you know that Pam makes a special spray just for baking, and it has flour in it so it doesn't stick? Because when you spray on pan, you should also put powder down, like a flour, so that way it doesn't stick as much.
Did you get a side?
My dad bakes a lot, and he buys this because he bakes so much. Little trick of the trade.
That's really cool. Here I was just using butter on a paper towel.
That's what
You do
That's what I use.
butter, and then you put flour down so that way it doesn't stick.
I have never
That's my
heard that
favorite part
before.
of
That's
baking as a
really
kid.
cool.
That's how I make bread every week. Woo! I almost just fell. Sorry.
Charlie, you expert.
I'm not an expert. I'm just bored.
That's a mood, honestly. That's a big mood. No, you haven't been baking wrong. It's just a different way that we all learn about, and now we know this awesome baking hack that I'm very excited to try.
Mm-hmm.
The other baking hack is that you can substitute shortening for just about any fat in baking at all.
True. This is true.
I'm sorry
I
I ruined it.
that.
I have an apron if you want.
Nah. It adds character.
It does. Yeah. Aprons are overrated, honestly.
I almost wore my
All
apron.
true.
I made it when I was 13.
It's fine.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's like 50s themed, but then you wouldn't have seen the logo of my shirt, which is pretty fantastic if you ask me.
It's pretty great. Pretty great. I'm a fan.
What is this Camp Lilac?
Do tell us more.
Oh. Yeah, I only drive like 8.5 hours to get to it.
Yeah, no big deal. It's fine.
7?
It's just down the road, right? Right?
Yeah, it's an easy drive.
Yes.
You know,
Speaking of long
300
drive.
miles on the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Whoa.
So
I'm sorry.
Speaking of long drive,
Alright.
the theme of this is that we're all in different states. What states are everybody in?
I live in New Jersey.
New York.
Yep, we're in New York.
Jersey, New
Not the city.
York. David and Scout, y'all are in Ohio, right?
Yes, just corn.
Yes.
Hey, Sage, where are you?
I'm in North Carolina. I'm not making a cake, but I'm here. We here. And then AJ and Maddie are in Rhode Island.
We have on Friday.
What?
And they're in Massachusetts.
Rhode
And
Island.
potentially Jody, our executive director, will be coming with a chocolate
Yeah.
for the Black and but she's also in Ohio. But she's our executive director, so she doesn't count.
Is that birthday cake? It's from Betty.
Guys,
This is fun
it's
part.
still in Australia. Perfect.
I didn't know who it was.
Hello, North Carolina. Samson.
Okay.
Samson.
That's me.
Can you mute your mic until Timon stops barking?
I think he's done now, but
Okay.
next time that happens, I will.
Okay. He's
'Cause it will
very
happen again.
excited. He's just so stoked about life, the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I just remembered something. AJ, didn't you make
And
a thing
he
once?
does that.
A rainbow
all
cheesecake?
day long.
Was that you?
I'm gonna have more.
That's fair.
I was like, I have 10. I used 8 of them.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, Quentin's got the good angles going on. I'm like so impressed. The lighting, the angles, the signage and the background. It's like
The signage is
cinematography.
courtesy of Danny.
It's iconic.
Yes.
I have a list.
Very nice, very nice. I'm a fan.
I have a list.
You too can have the signage with a black Sharpie and a 97-cent poster board from Walmart.
I love that. Yes. Pupper is so
I
excited.
need to be placed somewhere.
What kind of cake are
No.
you going to make on Friday, Jamie? My favorite kind of cake is the kind that is pie.
I've been poured.
That's my mood. I love
is-
pie.
Pie is great.
Pie is really good.
Okay, battery.
The Aqua KitchenAid is very nice. AJ and Maddie are just living the dream.
It is an Ari.
Yeah.
Yes. This is
Yeah.
Ari. This
Yeah,
is
that's
Ari.
Ari's. Yeah.
Oh no. This is Ari's. It's Ari.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is our third roommate. We love them very much.
Yes. Dan.
Okay, wait. I'm remuting to keep using Ari.
No.
You know, I just realized I don't actually know what size these cake pans are.
Oop,
I don't know if they're 8 or 9 inch.
that's important knowledge to have, I think.
It is. My dad just took them out for me and didn't tell me what size they are. I think they're 8 inch, but I should probably find out.
I don't know because it kind of.
It usually says like on the bottom of the
I mean,
pan or on the underside.
Add orange to the frosting.
I looked underneath and it doesn't say anything, but they're also like 1,000,000-year-old pans.
That's fair.
No.
I have an opinion question.
Okay.
So our recipe says to mix in the vanilla now before we mix in the flour and stuff. But we want to do vanilla in half and peppermint in half. Can I wait to mix it in until the end after we've separated them, or is that going to cause a problem?
Vanilla
you're right.
can still be added, I think, and then you can also add the peppermint because the vanilla won't change the flavor of the peppermint pretty much at all.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
Good idea. Thank you.
I'm going to go back to being muted because it's really loud.
Isn't he a little? He let me lay
Oh
on his
yeah. Jamie says at Samson that you could use a ruler to measure the pan.
This is my cat.
Cat.
He has thumbs.
Hello. Hello, beautiful baby.
It's a cat.
What
got
is the name
Yes,
of the
I
cat?
thought of that, but I don't know where there would be a ruler. I know where there would be like a measuring tape, but that is like very, very far away.
That's fair. That's fair. On the other hand,
How
you
big's
could
it
just
compared
wing
to your
it.
hand?
You could just wing it.
Oh no, Samson's frozen.
Wildly
no,
enough, measuring tapes are more common in this house than rulers. Although, everything is working.
We have an Ari.
Hello, Ari. Hello.
You're like, this is all right? Tablespoon? Yeah.
Right? Yeah, this is the
Camera.
Who said that? Jamie, you're brilliant.
Mhm.
amazing.
Oh, and then right when I said that, either 8 or 9. That's what my dad said. Not very helpful.
You know,
I already figured that part out.
it's fine. You know, it's close enough, right? Right.
8 inch. Cool.
Now we get to make cupcakes too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because I realized halfway through that these pans are much smaller than they should be.
It's fine. It's fine, right? Cake is cake. Yeah, yeah.
I forgot it halfway through.
Go eat breakfast, Josh. It is good food.
Mixed all the way. No, I would have gotten it. You go first.
I want to eat it with this.
It's so
I'm not going to, but I want to.
Loving the green situation up there.
Thank you.
He died
Very nice.
last night.
Amazing.
You want
I
to speak
love it.
here?
alrighty.
I have 2 cakes.
Putting cake in the oven.
Yay, oven
Oven.
cake.
I will open.
Oh, there's another oven cake. Wow.
Well, look at this timing, y'all.
Wait, so how many of us have cakes in oven?
Please open it.
Wow, that's 3 oven cakes. I love it.
You're calling me
28 minutes.
We're in the show. We're here.
Steph and Abby. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. So I don't know what happened, but we called AJ and they didn't answer. And then we called Maddie and they didn't answer. And then
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I was then looking to see if I had Sage's or Quentin's numbers, and I had neither of those. So we were just like, I wonder how long before they.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's not a big deal.
It's only been like 20 minutes. It's fine.
This is a 3-hour stream, so like it's fine.
All right, so we're very far behind everybody.
We haven't started dinner yet, so it's fine. We're gonna be great.
Did we ever introduce ourselves? I don't think we ever all introduced ourselves.
I mean, our names are on the screen, so
Like,
it's
I'm trying to are,
fine.
but who we are.
Who am I?
I don't know
Who
who I
am
am.
I, Hedwig? Who am I?
I'm Charlie. I was late because I had to draw on my eyebrows.
You're amazing, Charlie. Hi, I'm AJ. I'm a camp Uber driver, I guess, and operations director.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put my dog outside.
Okay.
Goodbye, Pupper.
Does everyone want to just like very briefly say your name and what you do here?
Yeah, I'm Maddie. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a communications manager at camp
And also,
and also staff and training coordinator.
Yes, I am Sage. I'm the only one that's not baking tonight. I'm a counselor at camp. Woo!
Are you our furthest counselor? I think you might be.
Possibly. I'm in North Carolina, which is
right.
a million miles away.
Oh, yeah, and we're in Rhode Island.
Give me your card. Give me your card.
I'm David. I'm a counselor, and I also do help with fundraising sometimes.
I'm Charlie. I'm a camp counselor, and I occasionally help out with a little bit of everything, but not as much this year.
You're valid. And you're in Ohio.
And we're both in Ohio. We live in Jody's basement.
Not her baby.
Steph, who are you?
Who are you?
Why are you asking me that question? I don't know. My name's Steph. I use they, them pronouns. I am the manager of the. Can you stop for a second? Right. I am the manager of the Trans Health Program at Fenway Health, and I am also a board member on the Gender Sphere Camp Lilac deal.
Deal.
The
I'm
deal?
Abby.
The whole deal.
You sing.
Abby.
Abby sing.
Also, Abby's here. I do fundraiser stuff for camp. This is true.
Mhm.
And she's also a music therapist, and apparently that's not important. Not my relationship to camp, but yes, I'm a music therapist.
I'm Samson, and I'm a counselor, and I'm the what happened?
Oh, we're muted.
Oh,
Sorry. I thought we were muted. I might have muted Abby and Steph instead.
no, it's cool. And then my screen is doing all sorts of weird stuff. So I'm Samson. I'm a coordinator, a counselor, and then also the art coordinator. So I work a lot in the art cabin.
I'm Quentin, he, him from New York. I do graphic design. I'm a counselor. I also do a bunch of other stuff when I'm at camp. And who are you?
Oh, I'm Danny. They, them. Also in New York. And I am nothing yet, but I have finally jumped on the bandwagon after 2 years of Quentin asking me. And I have applied to be a counselor. So hopefully that happens in the near future.
They had no choice.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
amazing.
don't say it like that.
That happened to me too. The main way that you become a counselor at Camp Lilac is that somebody kidnaps you, and then you're at camp,
For legal
and you don't know how it happened, but it happened, and this is your life now.
for legal reasons.
Not to one up you, Sage. I was kidnapped for an entire month my first time.
I wasn't kidnapped.
No, you just are wonderful. Naturally.
Oh, I was just watching it slide.
No, I know. If I break this bowl, my mom will.
I am a nervous
Kind of
boy.
how people get roped in, though.
Yeah. People just it's consensual kidnapping.
For legal reasons, this is all a joke.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Jests and japes.
That one's gonna be too full.
Such thing unless it explodes all over the
I
oven.
sought camp out personally.
Yes, you did. You are pure and delightful and very cool. Samson fan club.
Hey, I just want to thank everyone here for being trans.
Thank you for being trans, Quentin.
Are we bringing this back? Because
Hey, Quentin. Thanks for being trans.
Thank you for being trans.
Does anybody want to tell Steph the thanks for being trans?
Did I ever tell you that I met him and asked if he knows who you are, all of you? And he's like, yeah, I know them. It was great.
Please.
I thought you asked specifically. Do we want to do the thanks for being trans story? 'Cause
I didn't
really
tell him
don't.
thanks for being trans. I didn't do that.
Why, thank
You could have. That would have been such a power move.
Sage, don't encourage. Basically, long story short, I found Jackson Bird.
It was at the Trans Wellness Conference, too.
Mess.
Samson's gonna rat me out.
Snitch.
So Jackson Bird is like a.
No, I won't. I won't go that far.
Sure. So Jackson Bird is a huge role model. Freshman year of college, me, so 5 years ago now, attended Granger Leadership Academy, where he was a keynote speaker. And after he had done his speech, I decided I was kind of forced by my friends to go and talk to him. And I was having a conversation with him, like walk up to him, shake his hand, and like have a full-on conversation about how his videos helped me be comfortable with who I am. And at the end of it, I go back to my group of friends who were standing behind me, and I ask them all, did anyone hear anything that I said? Because I had no idea what I was saying.
Oh.
And none of them would even look at me. They all just kind of looked at the floor and stayed silent. And then one of them spoke up and said, I heard you say being trans.
Thanks for being.
And I'm sure there's more to the statement, but that's what stuck. Thanks for being trans.
Thanks for being trans.
It made it into the camp song.
It did.
Thanks for being trans.
Thanks for being
I
trans.
mean, that's
And
fair.
in the chat, Jamie is correct. Quentin designed "Thanks for being trans" sticker that benefits camp, and it's
How
very
come I
nice.
don't have it?
It's very nice. I actually
Yeah,
have it.
put it on
I
the
own it. I haven't decided what I want to put it on yet, but I can show y'all. This is the "Thanks for being trans" sticker.
Can
It's-
somebody put the link in the chat?
I don't have the link, but I'm sure Quentin does somewhere.
I will see if I can.
It's so
We could go
cute.
sideways then. Did you not see it?
Yeah.
Nope, wrong way.
It's so
Yes.
I want.
Hold on. I'm going to go sideways to find you the link. I'll be back.
Do it. Do it. It's a
Okay.
very good sticker. I'm excited about it. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it's gonna be cool.
Our boys are ready.
It'll go on my water bottle.
Yeah, it's very good for water bottle.
Oh, you should mention the blue.
TLDR of Quinn's story for anyone who missed. He made a fool of himself in front of a cool trans role model and said, "Thank you for being trans." which is just the most beautiful phrase. A masterpiece.
That's awesome. You will find glitter everywhere for the rest of your life.
Yeah, glitter is the true meaning of pride, I think. I think it's just so good. It's like us, the gays. Beautiful and
Biodegradable glitter.
everywhere. Beautiful
It's
and
how you know
everywhere.
we were there.
True.
Yes, we appear, the glitter appears, and it's there forever. You're stuck with us.
When I first went away to college, I made costumes for Halloween for friends. They often involved glittery tutus. And so my small area rug was covered in glitter. Well, I had that area rug throughout that year of college. When I moved into my new dorm, got a new rug, I still found glitter on the brand new rug. Yeah.
Perfect.
Because everything was still covered in glitter.
Amazing.
My sewing machine, all my sewing stuff, all my clothes. Yeah.
It's forever.
Yep.
Also, the mascot is with us.
Mascot.
Yeah, I love them.
Oh,
cute.
Lila the mascot, with her delightful trans face mask that I crafted for her.
That's excellent.
She's looking
Is
fried.
Steph mixing vigorously enough, or?
I don't know. I think you could go harder. You can do it. You can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, Lila is with us. Trans rights. This plush dragon says trans rights.
Really, just half a stick of butter.
I also
Lila's
have.
like Black Trans Lives Matter.
Yeah. I also have the little trans flag pillows that we made at camp.
Oh, I can see mine.
It's cute. I love.
I worked on those.
Yeah, I love.
Sewing.
I think I'll put more off that one.
It's a very cute and.
I think honestly one of the favorite things I've done at camp when it comes to sewing though is the tutu/lion's mane that we made for one specific camper.
Yes, that was
so good.
Because it was trans flag colored. It's very fun.
I'm gonna put the link for the sticker.
I'm really nervous about this candle.
Though she forgot to bring it the next year. I was very disappointed. She said that it didn't fit in her suitcase.
Oh,
tragic.
That makes me anxious.
Ah, yes. The link to this fabulous sticker is
I didn't like
in
that.
the comments now.
In the comments?
Yes.
yes.
Yes, it's there.
And also, for those of us who are in the stream, it's in the Slack.
Thank you, Slack.
This is my pillow. Scout made this one. Scout's also a counselor.
Gotcha.
And
Oh boy, thanks.
another counselor named Avery made this.
That is so cute. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I love it.
No, you don't want to
Cute.
We are getting wholesome for a hot second here.
That's not an angle that I'm friends with.
Sage, what did you say?
We're getting wholesome. We're sharing trans plushies.
All
It's good.
Well, I'm currently wearing my #1 dad pin,
Oh
which
no!
was made by
I'm trying to
Quentin
make a heart.
himself after a
I'll
long
admit,
war
Hart.
of being the #1 dad last summer.
We are all.
But we
the number one
conceded.
dad.
We're both #1 dads.
Yeah, #1 dad.
I'm the #1 friend.
I'm the #2 dad.
I'm the best dad.
Wait, Samson, I thought we were grandparents together.
Oh, we're at the break. Everything's fine.
We are all dad, really.
All right, my friends, I have
a lot of
3
robot
updates.
noise. At least I am.
Oh, Abby has updates.
Oh, I have one
Huh?
update. Here is the red cake situation.
Amazing.
I heard my name, but I didn't hear the rest of it.
Second is, should we have green beans or broccoli with our dinner?
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
What are you eating for dinner?
We literally just put chicken tenders in the oven because
Green beans.
Good.
What?
But it depends on what the dinner is.
The dinner is chicken tenders.
Broccoli.
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 Yeah.
Ooh,
The third update is, are any of you young people curious about what the 90s looked like?
Broccoli?
And I
yeah.
didn't say broccoli.
Please observe. This is what the 90s looked like.
Oh my God, Steph.
Here, let me give
Did
you
it look
a
like
not glared look.
because that looks like a mistake.
Oh,
to me.
what a look.
You're putting that on the internet forever, Steph.
Yeah, the internet is forever. Oh, that's much better.
Very easy to fix.
Yeah,
Right, but we can still get a screenshot of that.
yeah, we could screenshot that and just
Oh,
spread it.
it's
to the
okay. It's
wind.
okay. I'm unrecognizable.
It's true. It's true. Who is that boy band looking fool?
Wait, Samson.
It's Sean Hunter. Clearly.
If we don't have the fancy spray that has flour in it, should I just drop some on it?
Do you have a sifter?
Do I have a what?
A sifter.
I don't think so.
I need that.
How can you live with Ari and not have a sifter?
They don't bake. Yeah, they do, but it works.
Then just do the sprinkles. That's fine.
Normally I'm the one. Oh, I didn't even pay my discovery there. No thanks. I'm ahead on that.
I have a spicy opinion about the beans, the green beans, and that is that they're bad.
It does depend on green beans.
Vegan Hart.
Green beans are bad. And
I
this
love
is
green
coming
beans.
from a Southern person who has eaten a lot of green beans. I've eaten a
Green
lot
bean
of
casserole? Mm.
Yeah,
I need to like
bad.
We just burned out.
Green bean casserole also is like mushroom soup or something like that. So
Yeah, that's the good part. The green beans are the bad part.
no, the good part of green bean casserole is the onion crispies on top.
Yes, onion crispies
Yeah.
are good.
Super not vegan.
No.
I bet you could make it.
The issue with green beans, especially around here in the South, is that they're always made with fatback and like bacon situations, and it's just it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
It
Or
really
we could just
is.
like steam them.
steam them. I think I might enjoy like a saute.
Salt.
A
Sauteed green beans are the best.
Yeah, I think I might be able to get
Sauteed
down.
and a little like some. I'm just like that's like making me hungry. I'm like I'm gonna stop.
The best way to cook all vegetables, all of them, is to put just a little bit of olive oil on them. Salt, pepper, either fresh garlic or garlic powder, and then you roast them. I hear you.
Yes.
That's fair.
Montreal steaks.
No, if anybody has Wegmans near them, this is Wegmans.
If you're in North Carolina, New York,
Basting oil. This stuff is the best
Basting
stuff.
oil.
It's sunflower
I'm like
oil.
I'll just get out my giant thing of olive oil.
So basically, all you have to do with this uses sunflower oil, but you can use olive oil too. It has thyme, parsley, and garlic in it. So excellent for all vegetables.
That sounds really good. At Quentin, I am confusion about the seasonings
about it.
that say that they are for meat on them. What are they?
They're just seasoning mixes that are marked on the certain meats.
Basically, they're just like flavors that are supposed to bring out like the certain flavor of the meat.
But you can use it on vegetables.
You can use it on anything. Montreal steak seasoning is salt, spices including black pepper, red pepper, garlic, onion, sunflower oil, and natural flavor and extract of paprika.
Who here has had water in the past half hour?
What?
Say what?
If you have not had water in the past half hour, get water.
I had one.
Hydrate, fellow pals.
I just have to finish this first. Let me just finish this first.
Okay, that's fair.
Don't forget.
I won't. Maddie, go drink water. Drink water. I can do that. Good plan.
Your brand.
Jamie, we may have to fight about mushrooms, which are fantastic.
Oh my gosh, wait, please.
But I love you, so we won't fight today. But one day we will have to fight about the mushrooms. Because I'm a big fan.
Mushrooms are really amazing, and they evade all attempts to categorize them.
They really
I
do.
want to live in like a little hut in the forest and spend the rest of my life trying to categorize mushrooms.
Oh, I thought you were going to go the opposite direction and say that like mushrooms are trans icons because they have good categorization.
I would agree with that. Mushrooms said non-binary rights, honestly.
Wait, Quentin, there's someone very important we need you to meet. This is Quentin.
Quentin Quarantine.
That's an adorable Quentin.
Oh, I love. That is such an angel.
That's
baby.
so cute.
We are getting so many babies in this stream today that I was not expecting.
Use
Baby indeed. Hi, Jamie. I love you. I would get my little fuzzy babies to show.
He came to visit.
They are asleep currently.
And then he's gone like a flash.
Gotta go. Gotta run. Speedy boy.
It's wet.
I'm trying to figure out.
So many fuzzies in the stream. It's very exciting. Unanticipated, because I thought we were.
It's smelling really lemony in here.
Lemon.
Something in.
I'm sorry if that was me. I have no idea if it was.
Technical issues. Our oven got turned up way too high.
Oh,
So like our cakes aren't cooking properly.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
So like they're almost burnt on top, but they're still jiggly. So
Yeah, we should put
Big yikes.
No.
the oven opened.
Another fuzzy?
another baby.
Who is this one?
450.
Oh boy, that's great.
Baby.
They're the babies of our roommate. Hi. This is, I don't know how you're
Those
wearing
are such good babies.
our oven makes like a sauna.
I can't get over how cute those little lumps are. I'm just such a fan of little fuzzy critters. Oh yeah, I just remembered that I remembered the rainbow cheesecake.
Oh yeah. Another rainbow cheesecake. I'm trying to not smoke this too much before. We just had to show off our blue before putting it in the oven.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
Woo.
Can I see? I love it.
The blue.
It's fine.
That's fine.
We are a fan.
This is the mint one. Yes.
No.
Good news is our cupcakes came out.
Heck yeah.
So, in case you were wondering how much of a disaster this is going to be, Maddie and I have already confused these as the mint one.
It'll be apparent when we eat them.
I think that I'm holding the mint one, but Maddie thought they were holding the mint one.
Does yours smell like mint?
I don't know. Does it?
Yes. yours
Mine
is
smells like mint. My hands also smell like mint, so I couldn't tell. I'm holding the mint one. Maddie, are you bringing wait, you put 2 shelves in our oven? Okay. Accountability. The mint one is going to be on the right.
The mint one is on the right. Don't forget, folks. Or do forget and make it a surprise. It'll be fun.
Ari doesn't like mint, which is why we're doing one vanilla.
That's fair.
He doesn't enjoy that.
I mean, it's not fair because mint is good and Ari is fundamentally wrong.
Like,
It's fair.
perfect. It's chicken.
Yay, tendies.
Amazing.
The tendies.
Okay, wait. Let's not forget to set a timer.
Please set a timer. It's good for everyone.
Also, drink water.
I'm going to do it on my phone. And then I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
call.
stop our camera while we're eating, and then we'll be back.
Okay. Oh, wait. I missed a call from Abby 27 minutes ago.
Weird.
Our oven does.
Weird.
Well, our oven also is just mean to us all the time.
So much fun.
Too fast, or it takes me so fast to bake bread.
Don't figure that out. We have to eat.
Oh yeah. No.
Should I wake up one of my cats just to bring them on the stream?
Here's our cake currently.
Beautiful.
She's gonna cool off over there.
I forgot to set a timer. I was sitting here looking at my phone trying to figure out what I was doing.
Setting a timer. You're setting
I
a timer.
did almost just set the computer on fire.
Please don't
Can
do
we
that.
what can we put this on the menu?
Thank you, CJ. Happy Pride Month to you as well.
I'm rescuing Samson. There we go. They're back.
Samson.
Oh wait, hand me my boy.
A boy? A friend and boy? Oh, a little plant pal. You have so many pals in the David and Charlie situation.
We do. It's chaotic.
It's good. It's really good.
That was perfect timing because in like 15 seconds, I'm gonna take out my cakes.
The cakes.
The cakes.
And the ticky.
Can confirm. Cake batter from scratch. Very good.
It's true.
Agreed.
Ooh. I want to make.
So I'm making frosting,
Ooh.
and I ran out of powdered sugar.
Oh no.
So I'm going to go to blend up some regular sugar into semi-powdered sugar.
Wow.
I'm going to mute myself
So
though.
cookie. That's a different.
Thank you. I appreciate that consideration.
Perfect.
Cookies.
I commit though.
It's true.
I make.
Also, Charlie, I stan your bumblebee sweater. It's very
Thank
cute.
you. It's from Vegan Puppy Cat Scout made it.
So cute. Very
I
cute.
also have a hat behind me that I can currently reach. I wrote number 1 dad on a piece of paper and just stuck it to.
Perfect.
Oh no.
Tenders.
Samson is gone again. I'm so sad about Samson's unfortunate internet situation.
Samson.
If I knew the tune of that one song that is Samson, then I would sing it. But I do not.
What?
You know look at that cake. Check that cake.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Cake 2.
2 cakes. We are a fan.
Realize that we get to eat this cake.
It smells so good. I just want to like. But it's not vegan. I did that on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. Should I
So
wake
you
up
were
my
saying-
cats? Should I wake up my cats so that they can be on stream?
Pick up cats.
They are sleeping. but they sleep a lot.
I want to see the cats.
Yeah, I wanna bring the cats. All right, I'm gonna get a cat to show you all because
Hey!
baby rights. BRB.
I'm baby. No, I genuinely might be the youngest person on the call.
No, you must be.
I think I am.
Oh yeah, you are.
Baby. Aw, kitty cat. Honey. I love you.
Happy Pride Month.
Sage, you are muted. Oh no, we lost Samson again.
Hi, this is Zeus. He's baby.
How old is he? He's very cute.
He's my snuggle boy. I love him.
I don't hear
I'm snuggle.
within the next 24 hours.
Okay, he says goodbye now, but he's
Bye.
very cute.
You love
My
him.
sister is also sleeping, but she is less tolerant of my shenanigans.
You know, a mood.
Yeah.
We respect that.
Oh, he's gonna maybe stay and be cute. We're seeing if we want to snuggle. He's deciding.
I'm gonna take stuff out until they're back.
Oh, I know. Like this is what my Christmas. I was a Christmas sweater.
I will put headphones back on because it makes my brain better. Thank you, CJ. I think that he is also very cute.
Yes, I'm gonna mute because Maddie is gonna wash a dish. I'm hearing a lot of in somebody's room.
Clatter, clatter, bang.
Clatter, bang.
Bang, clatter. Samson, is that you?
I think it's Samson.
Samson,
What?
do a clatter bang. You do a clatter bang with
It's because I was hitting the metal against the metal. Oh, this I don't know why. Sorry.
what is the updates on the cake
Fancy people think so.
everywhere?
Question? What was the question?
We're getting a cake update. They are still cooling with Dave and Charlie.
Ours are trying to figure out their life.
My friend just posted this and spray painted "Turn Back Now" on a sidewalk, and they said, "No, I don't think I will." So if they get,
They're out of their tins.
I think Quentin's cakes are having an existential crisis, maybe just a little, but they're gonna work it out. It's gonna be fine.
It's supposed to cook at 325. The oven got turned up above 450. So it got knocked into, and they're thinking about what they've done.
I know. I am thinking about what I've done.
I was not talking about you.
oh, we lost everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, we didn't. Oh no, we lost to Samson again.
I want
You know, it be like that. I think.
graduating.
I think that they will pop in and out, and it'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm just staying vigilant so when they come back, I can add them back. Ah!
Ah. Oh, hello, Samson.
What's everyone's cake update? Ours is in the oven. We just did this. Oh, I missed it. I was washing a dish.
Hi, because the connection's slow, it's like trying to catch up.
Yeah, you're a little bit frozen, but it's okay.
I think because my cake is out, I'm gonna move closer to the router.
Do it.
I just moved them back to the top.
So we've got a lot of cakes that are looking pretty fresh. Dope.
There's a very blue when we put them in. How they go.
I'm not making cake right now, but I almost wish that I was making cake.
You could go make a cake.
I could,
You could.
Nothing's
but
up to you.
my mom and I are gonna make pie later, so like
Oh, nice.
You could have both.
I could, but consider this. I don't wanna.
Fair.
What kind of pie are you?
Hard to argue with.
We are going to make what my mom calls magic bean pie.
Explain.
It is made with a variety of sweet beans,
Like,
because it's a tofu base. So it's tofu chocolate cake, and
That's
so
cool.
it's soybeans and cocoa beans, and
Okay.
she puts vanilla in it. So there's vanilla bean. It's magic bean cake, or magic bean pie rather.
Magic bean pie.
Yep, magic bean pie.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Mabim Bam reference.
It could be, except it's not.
yeah.
It's on brand. But that is what we are doing post stream tonight.
Excellent.
Magic bean pie.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if I can find the status update of our potential chocolate cake.
You are a smart bean, Kara. Kara. I look at the name and I see Kara, but I know it's Kara.
So I'm making frosting. What color should I make it?
Orange, obviously.
Yeah, orange. Since you are the orange cake.
Okay. Could have another color.
Unless you got funfetti.
Wait, who did we?
Then it's all the colors.
Where is
David and
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have sprinkles.
Sprinkles
How
are
many
good. We could do sprinkles
Sure.
too.
You can crush up Oreo.
You're a genius.
Okay.
Thank you.
I love you. Kara, I love you.
So this is how my life's going.
You are smart bean.
Okay, that's looking better. Still.
Oh, we still have some of the mint Oreos. Yeah, I don't think we do.
Dang.
Let me do some rummaging under here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's hotter.
I have
All ovens have hot spots.
I mean, put it back on.
Oh yeah, just put this back on.
Like not.
The thing is, I have a dumb genius idea.
which is
So you know how I made powdered sugar out of granulated sugar?
uh-oh.
My sprinkles are just basically granulated sugar that's colored. Let's see what I can do.
This is going to be an experience.
Now there are 3 of us, but that is okay.
It is.
We're pretty
I
cool.
love being able to focus on Quentin while he makes mistakes.
You missed the part where this entire fell off, so now there's sprinkles all over my floor.
Amazing.
oh,
Good. I'm so glad.
Or it's festive.
Samson, did you hear the part where Quentin is going to attempt to make powdered sprinkles?
We'll see what happens. Currently, I have. Where's my camera? You can't see
real
it.
quick.
There's red and yellow in there.
Oh.
The thing is, it's really hard to see.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute myself, and I'll be back.
Mistakes. Just mistakes.
You know, he can still hear us.
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
Okay. I'm going to move over to the table now that we don't need to be over here.
I think that was Sage's point a little bit.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
like right now, I can roast Quentin and he won't fight back. So
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just a Hufflepuff.
perfect moment.
Welcome back.
Hi, David and Charlie. Welcome. Oh, they back.
Our computer kicked us off.
R.I.P.
No.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot.
I feel like y'all are about to like host a morning talk show or something.
That
It's
would
gonna be
fun.
good.
It's very red. I'm gonna remedy that.
Here we go. There you go, David.
You got something there.
That is true.
We've got a gay mug. Oh, y'all are looking so morning talk show right now.
Good morning.
We just don't have good lighting in this house.
What's the
That's
news
rude.
today? What's the tea today?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm gonna take
the
this
tea.
candle.
that would be the name of the
I'm
morning
gonna
talk
take
show.
this
Would be the
candle
tea.
and mind my own business.
Is it? So we had some things we wanted to like talk about. I am enjoying the whole like goofing off thing.
We're
I
just
will
vibing, you know.
also wonder if perhaps maybe we should talk about Pride for a minute.
Pride.
Yes.
Who? Who? What's a gay? Where's a rainbow?
Talk about where she began.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think as far as how we were going to do the talking with 5 of us here. Samson, you're going to be our like history and media person making those live streams for a while. Do you want to? Oh, unless you're frozen. Oh no!
Oh no!
Rest in peace.
So I'm wondering if maybe a better approach for now is just like a round table of our thoughts about Pride.
Pride was a riot. That's how we got our rights.
Yes, it's true. And I think it's really important to recognize that it's all a work in progress, and we haven't gotten all of the rights. Oh, Abby and Steph are back. Hello.
Hello.
We're talking about the origins of Pride and why it's important that Pride was a riot. And how a lot of people, I think, wind up falling into this pattern of, because we can live our lives, we like individual people having the thought process, because I can live my life safely, it's done. And we can't let that happen, because you live in your own brain and maybe in your own world everything is fine. But Pride, it's not just Pride was a riot, like the essence of what Pride is. And I feel like it's really important as we're approaching, especially this year when we're all stuck inside, and so a lot of the people for whom Pride really is just like a big party, like no, think about what Pride really is, and B, there's all of this going on in the world right now with the Black Lives Matter movement, and with all of these voices being heard more loudly right than they usually are. I think like we need to hold on to the essence of Pride as a riot, Pride as a fight for our rights, because we don't have all of our rights. And like some of us have more than others, and it's not done. Like we aren't going to be done until everyone has what we need. And that became way more deep and intense and preachy than I meant it to. I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
I've been thinking a lot about how I, as a human being, and we as an organization should be responding to things right now.
Can you make sure the cats don't try to run off? I have to bring it in.
I love cats.
I love cats. That's just the mood.
Yeah.
Our cats got out a couple weeks ago, and Scout and I spent like a consecutive 24 hours. Like,
I want a cat.
edge.
Were your cats okay after they got out?
Oh, we found them. It just took a while. It was scary.
Cool. I'm glad you found them.
I apologize. We got a new guinea pig cage. Babies. It's so big. I know. We should set it up for them tonight. Yeah. Do we want to set it up in my room? Probably.
Happy Pride. And by happy, I
Happy
mean
Pride. Happy Pride. Love each other. Be
Pride.
good. Do good recklessly.
So, what is everybody doing right now to make Pride feel meaningful and productive?
I'm doing a lot of listening, like to other voices that I can speak for and don't entirely know their story yet.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I haven't figured out what actions I feel able to take yet.
Yeah.
But I think just being witness and listening to marginalized voices is my main focus right now.
Yeah. I think lifting up voices of other people in the community is kind of what Pride is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Calling attention to what isn't right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been focusing a lot on how a lot of this is feeling like a very like sensational sudden thing, and remembering that this should be an always not constant, and it should be something that we're always thinking about, and just kind of grappling with how to make that happen. Like, how can we change going forward? Samson, do you have your hand raised, or is that just how you're sitting?
I think they're frozen.
Oh no. Oh no.
Goodbye, Samson.
Come back. We miss you.
I wanna update from Quentin on the sprinkle situation. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I like it.
I'm gonna go see how.
My sprinkles failed. They just turned out pink. So I just added yellow to the frosting.
That's fair.
That works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check in with Jalea, our purple, and see how they're going.
Purple is good. Purple is arguably the gayest color.
It's true.
Yes,
Agreed.
absolutely. It's definitely the most non-binary color.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yellow and purple are my jam because
they're very good.
Yellow is no gender colors, and purple is all the gender colors.
Yeah.
Oh, Samson says it's cutting in and out a lot, so I'm only getting bits and pieces of the conversation. Oh no.
Mm.
They seem to be here right now, though. So hi, Samson.
Oh, I am hearing from my mother that we may have our chocolate cake.
I mean, when I did my name change announcement, it was all like purple and yellow, and nobody understood why, but except for the people that were also LGBT.
Yeah, I was gonna say I loved it.
So it was like this, like you get it.
It's like our own little secret language.
It is. LGBT is color coded.
Okay, wait. I have been instructed to
Do you know what?
text my sister about the chocolate cake visit.
If not,
I don't know at this moment.
I really like watching David do the frosting.
It's very
good.
pretty.
Mhm. I'm a fan.
We could do like a Hobbit style tea party. If I
Hello.
Hi, Samson. I wish I could magic your Wi-Fi better.
I really don't know why it's being so weird. I genuinely don't.
It's just homophobia, you know?
This is not the first time. Okay. Yeah.
Homophobia, transphobia, it's racist, all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. It's hashtag problematic. I'm gonna do a call out post for your Wi-Fi.
I wish that we should send Samson Wi-Fi. I can speak it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
magic
over there.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'm like this wall right here. The Wi-Fi is right here. Like my router is right here against this wall on the other side.
Weird.
Like,
Oh dear.
Have you done the thing where you test?
Right? That's why the kitchen's on the other side. Yeah, like the people have been here. Like we had to call because it wasn't working, so we fixed it. And my dad said it was fixed, but
How old is your router?
I don't think it's that old.
We had to get ours fixed recently, and they told us that it was bad because our router is like 10 years old and that we should get a new one.
Oh.
But they fiddled with it and it's fine now. So like, will we get a new one?
Maybe I'll tell my dad that because like this is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like if my computer's too close to dead, but I charged it. Like I made sure I had.
Oh no!
Well, mid-sentence.
I'm wondering if maybe it's
disrespectful.
Maybe
I had a full battery. There you go.
Aha! Oh, no, you're still frozen.
I'm just like
I have no idea
ready to watch David frost this cake and like just zone out completely. Like
it's very calming.
It's so soothing. It's like, wow, look at that green. So nice. I'm a big fan. Also, hydration, y'all.
Oh no.
Ooh, look at that green frosting. It looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad.
Thank you. That's fine. How many times? Oh, we have 1 minute and 26 seconds left, so I'm just going to check our cake.
I am attempting to make half vegan cream cheese in that I don't have vegan butter, but I'm using vegan cream cheese because I'm lactose intolerant. And the butter will be fine, but that much cream cheese might destroy me.
Oh no.
Don't be destroyed.
The sacrifices you make.
That makes sense.
So I'm attempting to use the vegan cream cheese in this recipe.
I support you.
4 cups of powdered sugar.
I will return.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So
I like that mask, Danny.
Huh?
I
What?
said I like your mask.
Oh, thank you. If I may offer something else on the subject of Pride Month, I would love to do that. Pride for a lot of people is the only time where they're really able to reach out to the community. And I know that a lot of people are feeling very, very alone right now because they aren't going out and they aren't seeing people, even if they're not their friends. They're just the sense of community is destroying this month. And just make sure you're checking in on your friends. Make sure you are reaching out to people and making sure they're not feeling alone, because this is such an important thing for so many people.
Like 10 seconds.
And yeah, that was about it. You don't go to Pride alone, and if you do, you meet people there. So not being able to do that is not great for a lot of people.
Snaps for that.
So yeah, checking on your friends, y'all.
Agreed. It's more important than ever right now to maintain our community, you know?
For sure.
Make the extra effort to stick together.
I mean, do it for your friends who aren't queer too, but like, especially your LGBTQ plus important.
Welcome back, Samson.
Thank you.
On
Sorry,
a lighter note,
I was taking the cake out of the oven.
on a lighter note, do y'all want to see a picture of my cat? It's really good.
Yes.
Well, I hope that it is showing up good.
I love
Kitty.
This is Hera. She is Zeus's sister.
I love baby.
She is extremely baby, and I love her, and that's all. She's sleeping over there, and I love cats are great. That's all. I love the red cakes as well. I'm a big fan.
gorge. I said that. Why did I say that?
Well, I think
I was going to say gorgeous, and then I stopped halfway through. Everything's fine.
I'm impressed.
We do have the purple coming, but I haven't heard yet from Jalea. And similarly, we have chocolate coming brown. At
AJ, have you been able to reach Jalea about the purple color, purple level?
So what I have heard so far, actually nothing.
Ask a question and then go straight into not being able to
We
hear
can
it.
hear you. We can hear you. I haven't heard from Julia since like 6. I told her to just join us when she's ready.
I assume she is baking up a storm.
Potentially. I do know that she was in a noisy and maybe not kid-friendly environment for a while. But will potentially be able to join us with her cake at some point. And similarly, the chocolate cake is just going to be a picture because our friends on the second floor of the house of David and Charlie are not feeling up to coming on camera.
So I was about to make frosting, but the butter that we had out was in the freezer and it seems to still be very cold and I needed room temperature. Do you think putting it in the microwave for a few seconds, or do you think that would melt it too much?
Do it in like 5-second bursts.
So what you should try is take a like get really warm water, like put it in a glass cup, put that in the microwave.
Okay. So put it in some water, like in water in the microwave?
So that way the cup gets.
Oh no.
Oh.
I think what they mean is put water in a cup and put that in the microwave to warm up the cup. And then put the butter in the warm cup after you have taken the water out of the cup. Don't just get wet butter.
Isn't that all frosting is? Wet butter?
No, God.
No.
You're vanished
Okay, goodbye.
forever.
Goodbye.
Leave.
Bye, Maddie. You can't be on the stream anymore.
Oh my God.
Sarah says that I'm right. Thanks.
Is it frozen or just cold? Because parts of it are squishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this end is definitely squishing. But this side is still hard.
Kara says I'm right. I like that.
Cool. Well, I'll try that.
This is like also like definitely 2 different temperatures on either side. Like this side is room temperature and this side is frozen.
Amazing.
I don't know how this happened.
Oh, that green cake though.
That's gorgeous.
It's so good. Kitty cat?
Apparently, Sage and I gave the same advice for butter.
I think
It's mine, but apparently, but I just froze.
Oh no! I think
Kitty
Sage saying
there's a cat baby.
This is Smudge.
Baby.
He's needy.
I love cat. Oh, the baby's gone.
Gone?
the baby's still here.
Baby's still here and beautiful. I'm a big fan.
I'm just like, casually warming this in my hands
That's valid.
until the cup is ready.
Put it in your pocket.
Pocket butter.
No.
Bad.
I don't know.
No.
Bad.
I definitely had our butter in my pocket for a minute.
Why?
I don't know.
Nope. Nope.
That's bad.
The bad post.
Abby just said she puts butter in her pocket all the time. I also definitely regularly put honey in my pocket. Yep, Abby does too.
Okay, do we have to? You are the adultiest adults of this group, but I feel like maybe I don't have to listen to you.
Yeah, I think that Steph and Abby are cursed and are saying bad things that are bad and wrong.
I'm gonna pick you up.
Oh,
I'm just saying it works.
oh,
It's great. I put honey in my pocket every single time I cook with honey.
I love Quentin's Animal Corner.
That's what it's about, Smudge.
I'm a big fan.
What are you?
Oh, come on.
My favorite television.
I can't do this again to you.
Love the side view of Abby's face.
Hand me the butter. Butter me.
I don't know.
Oh.
Do not.
I'm gonna pick you up again.
I think that the cursed butter should stop.
All right, let's see if this works.
Pepper wants to say hi.
My shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, shiny teeth.
What container is the honey in when it is in a pocket?
Oh, another baby.
All right, I'm gonna
Or
put you down. You're too
Is
pocket.
the honey contained when it is in a pocket?
You wanted to put this on my test.
Yeah.
All the babies put in. Oh my gosh.
Pepper your hat.
Okay, buddy, that is not kid friendly.
Steph, I need answers.
Oh wait, don't put
I
on
think
the
Steph is frozen.
Yeah.
Steph is muted.
You seem
Why?
perfectly comfortable right here.
Steph is muted
And posing.
and posing.
Steph is muted because Abby was running the mixer for a while, but I think that we're at least paused for the moment.
I need answers about the honey. Is it contained when it's in the pocket, or is it just? So is it like in a packet or something?
Yes.
A packet of honey?
Babe, we don't have any of the honey packets right now, do we? This is when we cook the Blue Apron.
Here's our buttercup.
It's crispy.
The buttercup. A cup full of butter.
Yeah. Let's see how it's doing.
Do we have any of the honey or the butter?
So do you just use like little butter packets or something? Like, is the butter also contained when it's in your pocket?
Because okay, that's fair, I guess.
I guess I will allow that. Maybe.
I don't know though, because it is still like if it gets unwrapped.
Yeah, that could
It
easily.
doesn't.
But
is the thing.
How do you know that it won't?
Because I've done it every time we've cooked with butter for the past 3 years.
But how did you know the first time that you weren't just going to have pocket butter?
Because what's the worst thing if you have pocket butter? You get different butter.
You have butter in your pocket.
That's what laundry is for. Dear you, must I teach you about laundry? Your clothing can be worn more than just a couple times. When it starts to smell or appears soiled, you can wash it.
I know for a fact you didn't have in-unit laundry.
Say that again?
I know for a fact that you didn't have in-unit laundry then. Was it really in-unit laundry? Until
This is true. I did not always have any unit laundry. I do now.
So was it worth it when you didn't have in-unit laundry?
Yes, because I have more than one pair of pockets.
But you still have to
I thought you were an adult.
Who has more than one pair of pockets?
I just
Which
want
part
to
of that was not the adult part?
I want to refocus on Danny holding the kitty cat like a baby.
This
Can
is
we
fair.
just can we just with that? Like, look at that. That's a baby.
I love that cat.
That's a genuine baby.
That is. A genuine.
He's weird. Genuine baby.
I guess my thing is just that I would absolutely.
Give me the cat. I want a cat.
Yeah. Also, are your pockets like
It's
loose
baby.
or something? Because like I know that if I put a butter of that size in my pockets of my skinny jeans, that would not work because it would get squished.
But butter can get squished, I guess. Isn't the point to get it to a point where you can squish it?
Back.
Welcome back. I guess my thing is that I would absolutely like forget the butter and then find it in my pants a week later.
Okay, but see, I am actively cooking with it.
Right, but I would forget still.
But
ADHD.
it is listed as an ingredient in a recipe I am actively creating.
Right, but you see, I would put it in a pocket and then forget, and then go, do I have my butter?
It would stay in the pocket.
Yeah, it would stay in the pocket.
Right, but I have so much in my pockets.
I hear you and raise you. Abby does the same thing, and I don't think has yet left butter in her pockets.
I
Yet.
believe you. I still think I would probably wind up leaving butter in my pockets.
Yeah.
That would be difficult because then you would also not be eating dinner because you didn't have the butter that went into your recipe.
But I would have other butter.
Babe. Open, please.
This is the worst conversation.
He keeps blinding me because the only way that we are blocking the sun from all of my face is by leaving our cabinets open. And I hate leaving cabinets open, so I keep closing it.
Hey!
Ooh.
Hey!
Back over there. Ooh.
I love Kate. Quentin is frozen now, but I don't actually mind because I have a really good view of the cat baby. So.
Oh, Quentin is just black for me, so I don't get to see the cat. Not fair.
Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a cat baby.
Logo
Disrespectful.
space.
I mean, we don't have the right to go for it, so we're just gonna have to go for it. I can do it though.
All right, I gotta do some.
Okay, I'm muting because Maddie is going to make us some frosting. Poof,
Heck
we're
yeah.
frosting.
Kara, I don't think that pockets are Narnia, but maybe
I don't know
you're
about
right.
that.
Maybe you're right.
I found money in a pocket the other day that I didn't know was there, and it was
That's
pretty
fair.
great. So
Yeah. Except when you are a person who wears the skinny jeans, the thing is that you can always feel the things that are in the pockets because they are very close to the body.
We are not. I don't know if you heard that, but because I am
American Eagle men's skinny jeans, I'm telling you, most comfortable pants I have ever put on my body.
also not work appropriate for an adult. Yeah. So like I am rapidly approaching 30. I am rapidly approaching 30. Oh no, they're gone again.
It be like that.
Yeah. And am often when I get home immediately taking off my work clothes and putting on sweatpants because I don't have time anymore to wear jeans when I'm in my own home. I genuinely don't.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Skinny jeans are what I live in, generally speaking, when I am not quarantined and in my PJs all the time.
I'm a nanny, so I go to work in like leggings and tennis shoes.
Yeah. Hello, cat in the David and Charlie corner. Hello. Who is this?
Quentin and Dan.
angel?
There we go.
Who is this?
Hello. Okay, we're there.
angel? We've got
Meow.
so many cats. There are 2 cats on the stream right now. Hello.
Meow.
We could
Oh
get
my
3.
gosh.
Oh, where is it?
I want one.
Ugh.
Y'all need to get my dad to allow me to get a cat.
I will call him up and be like, hey, Samson deserved the cat.
Nancy.
I am going
I want
to
baby.
attempt to turn my laptop so that y'all can see my cats sleeping in their chair.
Yep.
They are in that armchair.
Show me kitty.
One is in the chair spot and one is on top of the chair. In fact, I'm going to unplug the laptop so that we can go and see cats in their natural habitat. We're going on a field trip, fellow gays.
Going on.
We have cake.
All right, folks, this is the cat zone. Welcome to Cat Town of cats.
Oh, babies.
Sleepies
Babies.
in their natural habitat.
They're so
I know.
cute.
Before we got these 2 babs, I was
I want one
able
so
to
bad.
sit in this chair, but
I'm
this
living
chair
vicariously
is
through you.
not.
Well,
This chair is not for peoples anymore. This chair is for cat. It is completely covered in cat hair. They own it.
There's not enough frosting
They live
here.
on it.
it's just a cat chair.
It's just cat chair.
I'm gonna put
And that's
cupcake.
okay because you know what? They deserve it. And I love them. The one right here, this is Hera. She's the one that was doing the cute belly up pause picture.
Let's go and cover
My
that
mom is
sugar.
home.
Good. Alternative.
She is with us.
This is decorative fake glasses. I put the cake in the freezer. Hold that. Alas. This is not great for me bacon.
Gonna get down. No, you wanna dangle. Why are you this way? Huh? Are you even...
No. Pepper, get out of the kitchen.
Let Pepper live.
You wanted to eat the frosting though. No, that's something I didn't take out.
Off the knife.
Give Pepper rights.
I'll be right back.
Go lay down. Go on. That's a bad sound.
Pepper is wonderful, but she also likes to push the rules. She's like a teenager.
She's a toddler.
You gotta test those lines, you know. Make sure that they're still there. I cannot believe how long that cat has let you hold it like a sweet little baby.
This one?
Yeah.
He's an interesting being.
He's mad at me because I live alone with my parents, 3 cats and 2 dogs, so I don't have time to pay attention to all of them as much as they would like.
And Cooper needs the attention.
Yeah, he's blind and deaf, so like he gets the attention. He wins.
But that baby looks like it deserves all of the love all of the time.
Hi, buddy.
So freaking cute.
Smudge is my friend. We understand each other.
He likes to be shaken.
We understand each other.
A very strange and cute baby.
This is ugly.
It's okay. So is the color orange. I have PTSD from Home Depot. Maybe. It's like Play-Doh.
Frosting was kind of happening.
Yeah, we're getting there. It looked like it wasn't the
Oily.
Oh.
Nothing's gonna stick to it.
Now I'm gonna mute us again. Oh no! Oh no! We lost Samson again.
Tosh, I think that Australia might be Narnia.
This is so bad.
I think that might be the case.
I should have trimmed off the...
You know, just give it a minute, come back to it.
Oh no, there's no fix.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a lot.
I'm living for the chaos in Quentin's corner.
It's a problem.
It's chaos.
The chaotic.
It's overcooked on the outside, undercooked on the inside, too hot to be frosting, and also greasy, so the frosting won't stick to it. So, ta-da!
We love her.
It's okay.
Let her cool. Let her be chill.
Orange is a color that deserves this sort of presentation.
Wow. We stand a messy, messy cake.
Turning my attention back to the cupcakes.
Yeah.
Fair. Cupcakes are good. Cupcakes are also allowed in
Pepper, get out of the kitchen.
Pride moment.
Agreement or television.
Samson, you're getting so fancy with that sifter. What the heck?
Thank you. Because lemon cakes don't really get iced.
It's true.
So I
mean,
had
you
to.
could, but like.
Yeah, but that's like a little weird. Plus, I don't think my mom would eat it if I iced it.
That's fair.
So, and I don't want to like waste cake.
Of course not. Can't. We do not waste cake in this live stream.
So.
Should I food color the frosting?
Yes, for gay reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're food coloring ours as we speak. It's kind of working.
Where did the food coloring go? Away.
I kind of missed the actual frosting, and I'm scraping it off the walls of this mixer bowl.
We weren't going to use it if the cake was, but that's okay. Would you like me to not food color? No, it's fine. Okay. Okay. Turns out it does not change the flavor of the cake.
That's true. In case anyone was wondering,
Would you like help?
I'm gonna get it. The cream cheese frosting is like enough cream cheese frosting-y to like be what you mostly like. It's serving its purpose, but it's not as good as there was metal things in there.
Yep, there was. Hey, tile's not broken. You not put that in. Thank you.
But it's enough to satisfy the need, I guess, of
It's better than regular frosting.
yeah. Also, I'm sorry for the loud metal sound.
It be like that.
He was loud and rude, and we're sorry.
I love food. That's all. Food, especially cake. Cake is good.
Probably okay.
I
Sage,
turned
are
my
you
attention to.
Look at that fancy frosting, Quentin.
I'm attempting a basket weave. It's not working well.
I believe in you.
More pink than red.
Don't put too much in. Don't put the whole bottle in. I'm gonna take that.
What is that?
That would be the red food dye that may or may not have taken a trip into the frosting.
Oh dear. That is sad. That's a casualty of baking.
I didn't do that much.
Frosting
Sure.
on the coloring or food coloring in the frosting?
Well, there's a good amount of frosting in the food coloring, but there's not a ton of food coloring in the frosting.
I wouldn't do more than that.
Let it be more red than pink.
Okay, do you want to put more in? No.
But it's good now.
Oof, that frosting's going lots of kinds of ways, huh, AJ? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm echoing in somebody's somewhere. I can hear myself. Is it still doing it? Nope, it was you, Quentin. R.I.P. It be like that. Also, it's the me and me show now. Nobody else has said things.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, why is the alarm off? I don't have a thing. My hands are covered in blue food dye. Wait, where's my camera?
I was dealing with Abby's frosting mistake.
My thumb is blue now.
Oh, congratulations. You are infected with Smurf disease.
I am. Also, do we think this is blue enough or should I do another?
We don't. Okay. What? We don't.
If we were doing trans pride, I would say that's perfect. But for the rainbow, I would say a little more blue.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop you and say probably don't do too much because it can ruin like the structure of the frosting.
Right.
Like it'll go from like nothing to it's not frosting anymore. So just be careful.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna put too much blue.
I mean, you can
put it right.
It's one of the colors. Rough.
Yeah.
Mm.
It seems to be doing okay. But also our cake is
Quentin, your echo is the bad. There we go.
I'm gonna go wash my hands.
I respect that choice.
I'm gonna mute while that's happening.
Do you want to know what adulthood is?
Yes.
I own a cake carrier.
Amazing.
Perfect. I also own a cake carrier, but it is my mother's.
So does that mean you're the adult or your mom is the adult?
My mom's the adult, but I use it more than she does, so.
So who's the adult?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna go wash my hands. Oh, and I think I'm gonna move my laptop back over to the table.
Look at that. Look at that basket weave.
Ooh.
Very
nice.
nice. Very fancy. I'm a fan.
Water break.
Cheers. Hydrate. Maddie, if you are talking to us, we cannot hear you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have mint Oreos to go on top of the mint cake and non-mint Oreos to go on top of the non-mint cake.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
such a big fan of that.
The hands are very Oreo-ish.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
That sounds like the opposite of a problem.
True.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wash my hands so you can leave the mic.
Hey, Maddie.
Yes.
Do your hands get Oreo-ish when you pet your cat?
It's true. Also, my clothes get Oreo-ish.
Yeah.
My cat's named Oreo.
I love Oreo the cat.
She's the best.
She's a good girl. I have not been able to find Firework Oreos since the first time I went to Camp Lilac. And that makes me really sad
It's
because
so
I
good.
love them so much.
It's that time of year again. They have to be making them again.
Maddie, does Samson need to be let in again?
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Freedom.
Sorry, hi, Samson. Thank you.
I came back to my room because I kept going in and out way too fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently they don't sell Firework Oreos around here,
That's so sad.
right? It's just not a thing that exists in North Carolina, I guess.
So if I find any, I'll send you some.
What kind of Oreos?
Firework
Yeah.
Oreos.
Yeah.
They're,
What is a firework Oreo?
they are Oreos with Pop Rocks in the cream. It's surprisingly really good.
I've never heard of that. I guess they don't sell them around here either.
Yeah, they're really good. I had them the first time I went to Camp Lilac, courtesy of AJ and Maddie, and it was so good. I'm a big fan.
Third time.
Mm-hmm.
I will have to keep my eye out.
What happened?
Charlie, are you okay?
We good?
Sorry.
What happened?
David, is Charlie okay?
Yeah. That was laughter.
All right.
They might be dying of the laughter. It's fine.
What happened? What's so funny?
Anyway.
Somebody got milk
I think they
spilled
might all
on
be.
them.
Somebody got milk spilled on them. Amazing.
Yes.
They got milked.
Rose would tell me if I actually told the story, so I'm not gonna. But let's just say this is not unfamiliar in my household.
Amazing.
I know the story and I love the story.
It's a good story.
Yeah, Firework Oreos are a seasonal adventure that I crave all the time.
Yeah, if we find some soon, we'll send you some.
Heroes.
We try. I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Okay. I'm taking your seat.
Like the orange stuffed Oreos in loves Simon.
Yes, the Halloween Oreos.
Oh, we have to talk about that.
Love Simon.
Hey,
The
what?
only movie ever made.
Which I've never had them.
You
I
have
haven't either, and I need them. I need them so bad.
anything worth doing is worth doing well. We had to have at least one Jody.
I will allow it.
It's a great movie.
Very important.
I will.
But the book is definitely better.
I feel like there are like strengths and weaknesses to both.
Agreed.
I'll always fight that fight.
They're definitely very different. So my approach to books and movies in general is like the only way that I can ever enjoy them is if I think about it
Every once in a while, there's something I'm like, the movie was really, really good.
Yeah.
But actually, one I could probably fight for, Call Me by Your Name. I think I liked the movie more than I liked the book.
See, my thing is that I just like I could never. Maybe it's just because I can't picture things. But like, I could never approach a book in the same way I would approach a movie, and I often think about them as two separate things that are trying to tell the same story.
Yeah, same.
So like, I get
Hey guys,
yes.
I made a Haggard cake.
Yeah.
You did.
Oh my god.
It's
That's
beautiful.
so
Did you write Happy Pride on it in green icing?
I don't have icing, but just imagine it with your brain eyes.
I love.
Happy birthday, Harry.
I don't have.
Happy birthday, Harry.
Happy Pride, Harry.
Happy
Pride,
Harry.
As I put on Twitter,
Which way?
all wizards are trans, and that includes Harry. Oh, that's gorgeous, Quentin.
It's
lovely.
a mess. The frosting was messed up, and the cake was messed up.
But you
it
did
looks
it.
like a cake.
This is how
It looks like a cake.
Like, that's our lives.
Nailed it.
I'm gonna go see if my cakes are ready to come out. Oh, bye, Tosh. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye,
Happy
Tosh.
Pride. Gay rights. Trans rights. Woo! Black Lives Matter. Woo!
I love true solidarity is that Samson's camera stayed on long enough for them to not freeze while they were dancing. That was excellent.
That was gay rights.
This is gonna get toasty, so watch yourself.
So for when
She's gonna get
all of the cakes are ready, is there a way to organize our little squares so that it's in the rainbow order?
I'm going to experiment.
Yeah.
Ooh, should I go back to my cake? We're gonna go.
Not yet.
Show off our colors.
Not yet.
Not yet. See if my connection lasts once we get back to the kitchen.
Not yet. Not yet.
Samson, not yet.
and then I have to my computer. But I'm looking at your Google.
Oh no.
Already, I'm losing it.
I see.
Wow.
You want a little. It's not a good idea.
Sage. Oh, well, I'm back to my room.
Sorry.
Back to the better connection, but still not great.
We might have to like leave and come back or something. Like, I
Yeah.
might have to remove and then re-add people in the
That
order.
works.
I can try. Wait, I'm going to experiment for a second.
Okay. We're experimenting.
Let's see. Wait. If I remove Quentin and add him back, nope, he comes back in the same place. Darn it.
Hello.
We might just have K Pride flag gay.
Yeah, we can have out of order rainbow cake. Yeah, that's chill.
Yeah. I thought I was waiting for Maddie to come back, but they may not be coming back, so I'm just gonna go grab the cakes out of their tins and see if they're ready, and then maybe frost. Oh, I bet that I could do the actual frosting right here on the table if I can get it out onto a plate properly.
I love cake and I love gay.
Same.
Gay cake. Woo! The cake. I'm sorry. I feel like I need to apologize for that.
Ooh, then you'll love this. Ready? My mom made this. I need to see if I can get far enough over.
Maybe not.
Oh no. There you
cool enough yet, and it looks kind of a weird texture. The edges are maybe still wet. It's okay.
It's good. I like it.
Here's our minty boy.
The minty lad.
I'm gonna take the not minty boy out also, but they aren't ready to frost yet. So I guess we just have to talk about gay stuff a bit more.
The hardship.
I know.
Love that.
So buttons on ice cube.
I'm still thinking about Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda in my brain.
So talk to us about it.
Tell us your gay thoughts.
You were gonna do
well. So what's really interesting about that specific book is Becky, I can't say her last name.
Hey,
look, it's me. Yes. She had a round table of LGBT teens. So that way, because she herself is not LGBT, she's actually a cis het white woman. And so to make it so that way she was writing accurately the experience of an LGBT teen. She had a roundtable throughout the entire writing process. So she'd write chapters, give it to the kids, and they would go over and be like, that's not right. That's not quite how we feel about stuff, and give her like honest feedback. And that's part of the reason that book feels very real to a lot of youth, because youth edited it for her.
I love that.
And told while she was, even before she was writing full chapters, she would tell them what the next chapter would be about and how they would give feedback on how they would feel like they would experience it. And that was a really big part on why it felt so authentic. Her other two books in the Simon universe, she didn't quite do that, so it's not quite as authentic to teens. And she's about to come out with another book that specifically has to do with Simon. And I don't know, there's not really information on whether she did that again, because in this next book, Simon will be in college. But it's nice to be like, you're not in this specific world, but you got people who are to give you information and help make it so that way people can really relate. So
It's really interesting to me and like super powerful when you think about like a lot of people think that it's enough to just like do your own research or to get a diversity reader or something like that. And like after someone has done something like that, it's like, no, like this is the bar. This should be the like, don't make something like this unless you do what she did. And I really like, it's such a cause and effect thing.
Yeah. Being adjacent isn't the same as being within it.
Right. And it's so like, it's just so amazing to me. How...
And you really honestly.
Oh, sorry.
AJ, go.
Oh, I was saying, it's like amazing to me how apparent it is when someone is actually.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
How apparent it is when someone is actually like caring and putting their heart into it and like not just doing it for show. Like the making the connections and searching for accurate representation and doing what you need to do to get that.
Absolutely.
Certain television show that should not be named could stand to do better.
All of them?
Yes, all of them.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
So I only got parts of what you said, but I think I got it.
Make TV
in so the other two books in that are already out, Leah Off the Beat and The Upside of Unrequited, she still has LGBT characters. So I think it's really great the fact that she like didn't be like, okay, here's my one-off LGBT book. No, like she's still, and even the books that the LGBT character isn't necessarily like, hey, this book is specifically supposed to be like a book that.
Oh no. We lost Samson.
All my friends, at least most of them, I have a lot of gay friends. I have a lot of trans friends. Like, we stick together.
Right.
And she kind of made that point, like, hey, these people, they're together. And they still have people that are outside of it because there's a lot of straight people and a lot of cis people. But they find each other in a certain way.
It's like that.
Which I think is cool.
The narrative of, like, you don't think, like, no one in your friend group is queer. And then 3 years later, everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We keep losing cis people in our friend group.
We really do.
Like, we used to have a couple cis people, and now there's like one.
And she's on the screen.
Yeah.
Paige, what did you say?
Cis.
Oh, our one cis friend. We keep losing cis people because they keep coming out as trans or gender diverse. Now our one cis person is Abby.
Yeah. Abby, our token cis.
Oh yeah, we have two cis still.
Yeah, we have Ashley as well. Yeah, but
and there are a few great camp cis people.
Yeah, we love you, token cis.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Cute. It's funny because I came out as bisexual when I was a senior in high school. And I didn't come out as trans 2 years ago, something like that.
You came out, I think.
And my best friend, since I was 5. Yeah, it was like when I first met the people at camp.
Yeah,
like
you weren't fully
I think I was using they them pronouns and she her pronouns at the conference that I met your mom at.
Yeah.
But I was still like, I'm like, I don't know. It was real cute. I was a baby trans.
Baby trans.
But I didn't find out my best friend since I was 5 years old was a lesbian until I was 21.
Amazing.
Which was like, we've been best friends since we were 5, but I had no idea. which is like hilarious to me. Like, oh, we've always been with each other. We've always been friends, but it was just like this thing we never talked about.
Oh, I need to take a moment to say yes, you could never forget Kara.
And all of her friends are some sort of LGBT. All of my friends are some sort of LGBT, even when we didn't know before we became friends.
Like, that's my favorite part, I think. Like, there is, of the day school that I went to, we had 19 people in our grade by the time we were done. And I was in the, like, little teeny, like, scholarship weird nerd kid group. And now of this class of 19 people, 3 of us are trans, and all 3 of us were in that group.
I love that.
Even when we don't know that we're queer, we find each other, you know?
Yeah.
It's a sense.
Like,
All right, friends, I'm gonna duck out, but I love you all. Everyone have a great Pride. Happy Pride.
Gay rights, I love you.
How is our cake? It's still warm. This is rude.
Hashtag rude.
I'm wondering if maybe I took it out of the oven a little bit.
is it still in the pan?
No. This one isn't.
Because if you take it out of if it's still in the pan, it's gonna stay warm longer if you take it out of the pan.
This one, that's what I did with this one, and I was hoping it would chill out. Literally.
I'm only hearing half the words you're saying, so I have no idea if you answered me.
I think this one is still a little sticky, and maybe I took it out too early. But it's solid. But I might leave the other one.
If it's dry in the middle, it's fine. Sticky means it's probably moist.
Oh.
I know people hate that word, but
yeah. And the other one is still in the pan because I wasn't sure if I needed to put it back in. But I think I'll go take it out of the pan now.
I hate what you just said. I hate every word that just came out of your mouth. Can you get me a fork, please? By plastic, I mean
I'm just really impressed at how like perfectly smooth and glossy that cake looks, David.
It's really
Oh,
good.
thank you. If y'all didn't hear what I said frosting is cake lotion, and that's what upset Charlie.
Like I can practically see your reflection on the top of it.
Look at Quentin's shoulder cat.
I love the shoulder cat, and I hate what David said.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's my hot take for the evening.
Okay, wait, but I have to go back to Love, Simon, and Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda and stuff for a little bit. Because I'm still thinking about, like, how... Because in Simon versus the Homo sapiens...
I heard Love, Simon, but I didn't hear the rest of the words.
In Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, it really is very much the story of, like, this one dude coming out and being the gay friend in the one gay person, and then, like, she does genuinely just, like, it's just, even though I think you said she didn't have the round table for the other books, and it is, I think, pretty clear in them, it's still, like, following the life course of a real queer group, and, like, how it goes, and, like, we see inside Leah's head on how that all goes, and just, like...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just thinking about how very, like, because it simultaneously has the expanding realism of the universe of this wasn't really just this one isolated queer kid. All of these other people are too, and let's have this very realistic gradual effect happen. But also it's gradually widening from this is a queer coming of age story narrative to focus on, like, more plot things too. And so all this is to say, I hear you, Samson, but I do still love Leah on the Offbeat.
Leah on the Offbeat was really good.
Yeah, it's a really good book. I think I preferred that over Upside of Unrequited.
I still haven't read that one. It's been sitting on
Me
my
neither.
shelf, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet because I love Leah on the Offbeat too much.
And I'm not saying it wasn't good. Like, it was a good book. It just wasn't. It like, of the three, it wasn't my favorite. Like, it just wasn't. It wasn't. It was the third of the three.
That's super fair, and I feel like I can't really pass judgment because I haven't read it, but like, it's also like so refreshing to have all of the Kara. You're valid.
Kara is
You
valid.
got to.
We have
It's
to fix
really
this, but you're valid.
You're valid, but also
It's good content. It's
I
really good
challenge
content.
you.
I'm gonna put the comment
To
on the screen for a sec, just in case.
do the thing.
I will read that book and watch that movie with you, Kara. I know where you live.
Yeah.
I will make it happen.
It's really good. And I really recommend the Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda audiobook. I really liked it. And that's the only reason that I was able to read it, because
Yeah.
as an adult, I have begun to struggle a lot with actually reading books, but audiobooks are good, and the audiobook of Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda was,
It's really good.
I was really feeling it. I love audiobooks. Audiobooks are great.
I feel like it's also like,
Yeah, I am. I'm definitely gonna read Leah Off the Beat
Leah on the
again during this
Offbeat.
Pride.
So the other thing that I'm thinking about though is that like Love Simon and Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, though they came out at different times, were both like very much kind of our like late teens, early 20s, like our precipice of adulthood kind of thing. And I'm kind of wondering, Abby and Steph, if you don't mind me calling out your oldness for a minute. There's been queer content way longer than since Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda came out. I'm wondering, like,
Oh yeah,
kinds of moments.
I have many of them.
I'm wondering if Abby and Steph have some moments from some queer fiction and stuff that felt
Abby's
like
the old one.
Oh my god.
you're older than me, Steph.
This is fair, I am. Do you want to go first?
Yes. So, David Levithan was definitely a big, like, part of my experience as a queer youth, especially when I was first figuring out that I was a queer youth. What? Yeah, that was later though. Like, I think I read Boy Meets Boy.
I love that book.
I can't tell you how many times I read that book.
I read that book way too little.
Yeah. Julianne Peters was also a very, like, I remember one of my best friends from middle school and high school, who is one of the few people from high school I'm still friends with today, is the person who introduced me to Julianne Peters, and her books, just like Keeping You a Secret, was probably one of the really, I don't know if anybody else here has read that one. It's definitely dated, but it's, I think, a good look at, I think, what it was like to be a queer teenager when it was written. For those of you who don't know me, I am 28 years old, shortly coming up on 29. So it's
So basically ancient.
Yeah. Do you have any grandchildren yet, or?
I have all my children, all of you. But I'm trying to think of what else was really. Oh, there was this one that I had forgotten about for a really long time, and it was called Empress of the World by Sarah Ryan. Which it was about a young queer girl, and then a girl who figures out she's queer because she meets this girl, which is kind of the main theme outside of like David Levithan's books. That was kind of, I think, most of the queer stories at that time, especially for young adults, were like, oh my God, I'm a straight person in a relationship with a differently gendered partner, and I don't like this, but I guess it's fine. I really love them. And then there's like some like punky queer kid who shows up and like rocks this person's universe by being queer in the same space as them. And then they're like, oh my God, just kidding, I'm gay. And then like that's it. That's the book. Which I guess maybe influenced my thought that I would meet a punky queer kid who would be my partner and that happened. It just happened much later than I thought it would. I was 20, I think, I was 20 by the time that happened.
I mean, reaching those kinds of milestones late is also a very queer narrative.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Plus, Steph was still a teen, were they not, if you were 20?
Yes, they love to rub that in.
The punky queer kid.
They've come back with books, so I'll let them talk now.
Hello.
I need a punky queer kid to match my punky queer kid.
Would you like to say more about that?
Abby was talking about that narrative in the book largely, and also.
Okay, so I would say like my relationship to both sexuality and gender was shaped a lot, honestly, not by queer narratives in and of themselves, but by narratives that are read to be queer but are not canonically queer. Things like I mean, like there's like, if we want to talk Disney first, like there's things like Mulan, but also thinking more about things like Hercules, where you have someone who is an outcast because they're not fitting in, and then growing into a more comfortable place where they can like be themselves. We can also talk about things like Peter Pan. I decided to show and tell, where we have like I think actually I know a lot of trans folks that are very into the Peter Pan kind of idea and narrative for a whole host of reasons. But that was definitely one that meant a lot to me, based on the fact that is not my only copy of Peter Pan. I also had, let's see what, I would say that my Fun Home definitely meant a lot to me too. I recently actually got the full comic of it, or like book of it. But my first exposure to it actually was in classes that I was taking, where it was part of the curriculum to talk about like particular aspects of it. And one of the other things that was part of my curriculum that I actually purchased a couple of their books after being given like specific excerpts and things, is the work of Eli Clare, who is writes a lot of like poetry and like short texts on like queerness and disability and trans identities and that kind of stuff, that I very, very deeply love, and I have a couple. I have a couple of that I do highly recommend. I like quite a bit. And then I will also say that my first kind of, I would say one of the first broadly defined queer people that I really found myself following a lot was Hannah Hart.
Yeah,
I
had not.
Who I think that I related a lot to the very, whether or not she spoke about it, the very clear place that she was in early on in her career of like trying to both figure out who she is and who she wanted to be, as well as like who, both personally and professionally, and that's like wildly abundantly clear in her early videos. I had started watching her videos within the first like 10 or so videos that she posted. I genuinely don't know how I found her, but I did, and followed her for quite a long amount of time, in the kind of overtime. That was a terrible way to end that. Now I read a lot more of, I would say that there is a lot less visual media and a lot more reading that I do lately. Some of it is kind of through a work focus of like keeping up on the most recent like biographies and autobiographies that are coming out, so that I know what I do and don't think well represents trans identities and trans communities to recommend to others. Other things are to continue my own like education and evolution around race and religion and wealth and poverty and class broadly defined and all of these things. As AJ knows, I don't know if other folks do. I also went to school for sociology / women's gender studies, with a specific focus on trans identities and feminist pedagogy, which is like the teaching of feminist ideals, using feminist ideals with it like baked into the way that you teach. So I spent a lot of time throughout all of my schooling, both learning about all of these things as well as learning about how to talk about these things. So I spend a lot of time reading and a lot of time talking. And I'm gonna stop now.
A lot of fan fiction.
Oh, say that again.
I also read a lot of fan fiction.
Mood.
Did you say read or wrote?
Yes.
Read. Oh no. No. I've never been much of a writer. I did, however, do a lot of role play on a website that none of you are old enough to have experience, which is Dial Online.
Yo, DeviantArt was lit in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hang on. Your microphone is weird audio.
Whoa. How about now?
Nope.
How about now?
Nope. Well, while they're sorting that out, I was thinking about Fun Home also, because it was so interesting because it was introduced to me also like in class first. I had heard about it beforehand.
I'm hearing my name and then I don't hear what you're saying after that.
I was just talking about Fun Home. Whoops. Oh wait, Abby and Steph are back. Hi, how are you?
Good. How about you? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yay.
Aren't
We were just talking about the fact that DeviantArt was lit back in the day. That's really it. That's all we were saying.
Amazing. While you were gone, I was going back to Fun Home for a minute. Because I also I had heard of it before college, but like my first real introduction to it was also in class, in my like intro class, except it was taught almost in the category of like queer history for us and like not queer media. And it was like, it was really interesting to be interacting with it from the perspective of like the professor was like almost trying to make it out to be an in the past thing, but I was seeing so many elements of like not necessarily in Allison's exact life and story, but like recognizing a lot of the feelings and the like themes and stuff. And also like as we were reading the book in that section of the semester, halfway through it, I came out to one of the TAs for the first time, and it was like over the course of that book, as like Allison was coming out, I came out for the first time, and it felt so like real and now to me. And meanwhile, the professor was talking about it as like ancient history, and it was just so interesting.
I don't even have it here, I don't think. I have most of my books from grad school here, but actually that would have been undergrad, that's why it's not here. I read a very like pop theory book. I don't know if it was called Gaga Feminism or if it was just, that was the theme. You remember reading that one?
Yeah.
That one was interesting to me because I think that what that one taught me the most, or like what I felt the most and what I kind of carried with me a lot, is something that I've become better at articulating over time. But essentially the idea that like the idea that has later become the pop culture phrasing of like gender is dead and you can do whatever you want. This idea that like it doesn't actually matter what you do. If you want to wear a meat suit on stage, cool. Like it's your expression is like genuine and authentic to yourself. And it like, I mean, there's a lot of other like actual theory behind it, but one of the things that I took away from it a lot is that your unique way of expressing yourself does not have to meet or match any ideals of anyone else or what anyone else thinks it has to mean. Which is something that I have carried with me and also found to be something that a lot of people, while growing into their particularly gender identity, but I think it falls into sexuality as well, that it takes learning. Like it's actually a thing that you have to learn, that you don't have to meet what others are expecting of you in order to be your authentic self.
Heck yeah.
And if you wanted, just based on me being in and talking to people about support groups, I could go all the way back to folks who are in their like 70s, what their like first thoughts and experiences were that made them think about gender identity. But that's probably a little bit excessive.
I would be super into hearing like an overview of that if everyone else is okay with that. Because I feel like intergenerational awareness is something that we should be focusing on during Pride Month, because there's a lot of like cross-generational conflict and cross-cultural conflict. And I think that in every direction, we should be trying to understand each other better.
That's super fair.
Can I cut in with a pop culture reference?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So when I was a youth, I think my actual okay, so it's embarrassing Abby story time. My aunt is gay, and nobody told me that. I didn't figure it out till I was 16. Which like how? It just like my family is like the kind of family that like doesn't talk about anything. So like Aunt Shannon would just bring women to Christmas, and like nobody, I never questioned it. Nobody ever questioned it. And then there was this one woman who would come with her to Christmas and other holidays for years. And then she stopped coming. And I said, Mom, why doesn't she come to Christmas anymore? And my mom was like, nobody in my family talks about anything. So, all of that is to say, the first time I think I actually realized that a person could be gay was from watching Degrassi. Degrassi, The Next Generation, as it was which was the version that was available then, was new when I was in middle school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're old.
Yes, I am. I think that was maybe a large shock.
Like Emma. Cool.
Yeah, that show was new when I was in middle school.
Like, you have great skin.
I'm like the question is, will they know that reference? No, I don't think so.
I loved Degrassi. That was my show.
I am the youngest person here, and I know that Freaky Friday reference.
Okay, great. So anyway, that show was new when I was in middle school, and I remember watching the Paige and Alex plot line and being like glued to my television, just like you can do that.
You can do that?
Because like I think I knew that boys could be gay, but I don't think I knew that that girls were allowed to be gay. And as it turns out, everybody, regardless of gender, is allowed to be gay. But like I wasn't there yet either. Like
mood.
Because I was 12, 13.
We'll play one more Abby is old game in which we talk about movies that came out the year that she graduated from high school.
Oh no.
Which include Avatar.
The blue people one, not the shitty one that we don't talk about.
Zombieland, Fast and Furious, Hannah Montana the movie, The Blind Side,
The Princess
and The Princess and the Frog.
Wow. Wow.
All of those movies,
what a year.
Quality.
What a year.
The Blind Side?
Mm-hmm.
Sandra Bullock's movie.
Sandra Bullock.
Besides Miss Congeniality, of course. That was...
Oh, that's a good one.
That's an
excellent very good film.
Okay, so if we want to go back in history to representations.
Yes.
Right, they're the same person, right?
I think that one of the most striking things that a lot of kind of where some of the generational divides came from is that when we had this conversation, there were a lot of folks who were talking about not having representation, essentially having to figure stuff out as they as they kind of worked it out for themselves or were finding not especially positive references or were finding themselves represented in jokes or insults or those kinds of things before they were able to figure out who they are. One of the things that I would say is one of the furthest back historically is a character from MASH, which I've talked to AJ about this one, who is a character who it is never made entirely clear. A lot of things about this character are never made entirely clear, but it is a character who everyone addresses with he, him pronouns, appears to be assigned male at birth, but almost exclusively wears women's clothing. It is typically it is used as the explanation for it is that this character is trying to get sent home from war, essentially, and it is it is implied during most points that this is it is not necessarily an authentic experience, or authentic expression of self. But I think that the reason that it is seen as a positive representation for some people is that it is not really ever treated as a joke by the characters within the show. And everyone just kind of accepts that this is how and who this person is. And it isn't ever used as any kind of major plot device that is intended to like denigrate the experience of being someone who is assigned male at birth wearing traditionally like feminine or female coded clothing. So that's something that I have definitely seen folks relate to. If we want to kind of talk opposite end of the spectrum, I had a number of folks who were talking about things like Steven Universe as being kind of a way of seeing ways of experiencing gender, both expression and identity, in more diverse ways, particularly in having a canonically non-binary character. And then there's stuff kind of all in between. There's definitely folks whose primary experiences with seeing things on some of the like talk shows, or where there's like a special about trans folks, which may or may not be is depending on which one you watch, may or may not be intentionally exoticizing the experience of being gender diverse. Really kind of depends on what decade you're in, what channel you're on, who the presenter is. I think that one of the messages that I got in the conversation that we had was the fact that it is very difficult for folks, I'll say our age, because I think that this includes people my age and Abby's age as well, is that it is difficult to think about a world in which no information is available. And I'll actually say that this has less to do with not having representation, but more to do with not having the internet. The simple act of being able to Google a thing is new. And being able to spontaneously find whatever information you want or need, or find someone who looks somewhat similar to you if you put the right words into the Google machine, is new, which is like a wild thing to think about. But just thinking about how, most of the people who are our parents and guardians' age wrote most of their papers based on encyclopedias and books, not by searching for articles on the internet. So thinking about the wild amount of access to just information and other people's stories and experiences that we now have is such a vastly different world in a lot of ways. This doesn't just apply to figuring out who you are. It applies to a lot of things, but I think that is one of the biggest things that I got, in addition to folks who are growing up and have never been an adult who didn't have rights to public accommodations, versus folks who were used to being denied services, being denied medical care, being denied anything if someone knew who they were. There are so many different perspectives and experiences that are so unique to location, that are so unique to race, that are so unique to age and like generation, so unique to culture. There are a number that are unique to language as well. And we've talked a lot about how folks who are speaking languages that have a lot more gendered language built in.
Yeah, I've stopped interacting with Hebrew and with a lot of, I legitimately, when I realized I was trans, just full on stopped speaking Hebrew.
Yeah, and we, it's difficult to. One of the things that I have also talked about a lot is that our cultures individually come up with language and come up with words to describe things, but also the way that we think about things is built by the language that we have. So it is inherently more difficult to perceive, for example, a non-binary identity when your language has, or not perceive, but to think of or to imagine yourself as being able to have the flexibility to be non-binary, for example, when your language is inherently built around these things. And there are a lot of folks, I think it's in Argentina, don't quote me on that, where there are activists that are working on finding ways to create a more flexible and more accepting language.
They're working on that in Hebrew too, actually.
What was that?
They're working on that in Hebrew too, actually.
Yeah, I know in a number of languages they're working on it now. Like various activists and various kind of subcultures trying to find the best ways to create welcoming spaces. But I think it's slow going, and just like it's taking so far quite a while and definitely isn't there yet just to get folks to use they them pronouns without being super weird about it. It's going to take a while for some of those more welcoming language styles to be read or accepted too. I feel like I'm just lecturing now, so I'm going to stop talking for a minute.
I think this is really important stuff to think about, though, because like we, from the perspective that we are all coming, like there are some ways where it's really obvious to us to think about the differences between our own lives and our own experiences and others. But there are, like, it never occurs to us, I don't think, to think about how, like, the decade in which you are coming out and when you're, like, what's entering your brain, like, what's entering your sphere and how old you are when that's happening. And just, like, having the conversations and recognizing, because like it's really easy, I think, for me at least, to recognize, like, I know that my life and my privileges are very different from like people from different socioeconomic status, different like race, religion, location. Now it's really easy for me to conceptualize how our different experiences make our like worlds and views and beliefs and experiences different. But I think that it's also really important to think about how like the differences in beliefs and perspectives across generations is like just as important. Because like I know that a lot of the time it is really tempting to just be like, oh, this is like backward thinking, how dare they? But then think about like kind of mindsets did they have to grow up with? What did they have to develop as a defense mechanism? What did they do to survive? And then multiply that by whatever other identities and circumstances they had going on at the time. And it's just like people talk about ageism, but I think that especially in this community, it's really important to think about like even when they were our age, what was it like?
Yeah, and I mean, especially if we're thinking a lot about protests and things like that. If one of your first exposures to real queer and trans lives existing is receiving the media exposure to the Stonewall protests, Stonewall riot, thinking about how different our understanding of a situation is based on what channel we're watching. Very similarly, the messaging that someone may have gotten about, people who are like them or people who are trying to do things that are in their interest and, that kind of stuff, can also have profound impacts on how they or how long it takes for them to come to understand themselves, or what that means as they do come to understand themselves. I think that it cannot be understated the amount of strength that our trans elders have in making it to now.
Yeah.
And I think that the fact that a lot of us don't know very many trans elders because there are far fewer than there should be.
Right.
And I think that that's important to remember too, is that we don't have nearly as many people, nearly as many stories, nearly as many people to learn from as we should. And that and that we will always not have, and that the amount of that I don't necessarily feel, and this is definitely something that's personal to me, I don't necessarily feel the need to or feel that it is right for me to question or judge or anything along those lines the way that someone has come to perceive themselves or others in order to exist in a world that is inherently toxic towards them. I do think that it is, I think that intergenerational conversations are needed and need to continue to happen for the benefit of everyone involved. But I think that in order for those to be helpful and effective, I think that everyone needs to go into them with the hope and desire to learn about other people from other times and understand each other better. Was it?
I think really like the core of all of this is the idea of accepting and like welcoming and learning and like conversing and engaging without the expectation of understanding. That like we need to engage and respect even if we can never fully understand what it's like to walk a mile in someone's shoes or to sit for an hour and watch the TV that they watched when they were a kid. Like in every direction, like we don't understand what it was like to grow up when they did, but it is important for us to listen to them and their experiences. And similarly, they need to recognize that they won't understand our experiences. And we need to accept that they won't understand our experiences, and they need to accept that I lost track of my train of thought, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I think that like, particularly like if I'm to speak to the, what I hope will be for quite a while, the younger end of spectrums of intergenerational conversations, that you also in particular keep in mind that what we have now is built on what others have fought for and experienced. And that as much as we all can work to, like AJ said, try to continue to recognize that we can't exactly understand where everyone else is coming from, but to work to recognize where everyone's coming from.
Yeah. Just an update on the cakes is that we are hitting the end of our time, and I have a picture of the chocolate, so I'm just trying to. I think we should be heading into wrap up mode. And if folks want to like stall for me about like what are the lessons we've learned, I try to sort out sharing a screen with a picture of a chocolate cake. That would be rad.
My lesson is that it's weirder to put your honey in your pocket than I realized.
Yeah, that is really weird. I love David and Charlie's cake so much. Check that green
Thank you.
cake. It's so good. Ugh. Hello,
So cute.
This is Zeus
Love
baby.
that.
He is here. He is Yell. He has opinions and he wants attention. And now he's
Oh my
gone.
goodness, baby.
Is he me?
Yes. You didn't know, but you are actually
I'll
the
give
same.
him all the attention he needs.
Come here, baby. If you're gonna yell, then you're gonna be cute on camera too. It's a baby. Baby boy, baby. This is what stalling is, right? Also,
Sure. Cats.
check out these toes. Am I right? Look at all them feet.
Baby. Little
he has extra
beans.
toes because he's a special boy.
That's a lot of toes.
It is. He has 24 toes total.
Little beans.
He's a polydactyl boy. And he's just a good boy. He's my special baby.
Special baby.
Special baby. This is what happens when you come and you yell on the stream, is that I have to scoop you up and show you off. He's had enough of that. What a sound.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
it wasn't me this time.
no, not this time. My takeaway lesson from this evening is a lesson that I am continuing
I finally get it.
learn, is that mutual respect is one of the most important things. I think, even if you don't necessarily understand where someone else is coming from or what their journey has been like, it is still important that you respect them, and it is reasonable that you expect them to respect you in return. And yeah, that's my takeaway from our discussion of the past half hour. Also, stay hydrated, my friends. Oh, and I'm gonna show y'all the gay face mask I have. It's this.
Cute.
It's made of the same fabric that my bandana is made of, so I'm matchy match.
Oh, we lost. Oh, I love
Gay rights.
gay rights. I see that we did lose David and Clay.
R.I.P.
Can you only have 6 at once?
No, they're not in the studio.
R.I.P.
But I did get the chocolate cake.
Julia said that the cake is finished.
Can she send us a picture? Or would she be able to come in the stream for a second? I just am committed to having all of us here now because it has been so long. We have to make it happen.
I don't have anything else to say, so I'm going to say the most important thing that anyone can say, which is trans rights.
Indeed. The most important.
Trans rights. My pillow says trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
Ah.
Woo.
Black trans lives matter.
Yeah. What is going on?
Trans
that
rights.
cake? Quentin, I need to know what the story of this cake is.
Is this a dinosaur?
What's the lore?
So y'all were talking, and since my mic is being dumb, I got
She just
bored.
sent them to
and
me.
Oh, great.
I had
you want me to send them to you, AJ?
Yes. Sorry, tell us more about the dinosaur now.
I had a cookie cutter, and I just dumped a bunch of sprinkles into the cookie cutter to make a dinosaur.
Can confirm.
And then I also dumped the rest of the sprinkles into my sugar.
Good. Now you just have fun
Love
sugar.
that.
Yeah.
I have gay sugar.
Gay sugar. Yeah. Also, I think that dinosaurs did in fact say gay rights
think we
and
should all
trans
have gay
rights
sugar,
and Black Lives
honestly.
Matter. I think that
Yeah.
dinosaurs said all of those things.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying my very hardest to make. Oh no, it says up to 6 people can join a StreamYard broadcast. Are you serious? Okay, hang on. Did I kick them out? I'm gonna make the chocolate cake leave for a second.
Goodbye, chocolate cake. I can leave so that y'all can do your cake thing, because I don't have a cake.
I don't want to make you. Okay.
I love you all.
I love
this
you.
has been wonderful.
We'll miss
Thank
the
you for
chocolate
joining
cake.
us.
I have to go and eat magic bean pie, so you know.
It's very important.
It is very
Oh,
important.
wait. Now we lost Samson.
I'm sure Samson will be back.
Yes, I'm sure.
I will keep watching in the background, and I love cake. Y'all have fun.
I love cake and also you.
I'll catch you soon. Happy Pride, gay rights, trans rights, Black Lives
Happy
Matter.
Pride. Okay. Adding Samson back.
Sage left without me saying goodbye. I'll just have to text him.
No. I texted David or somebody from David's. I'm gonna see if I have actually David's number. I texted Charlie. And I'm also gonna see if I can screen share. Wait, I have to Photoshop both cakes into the same window so I can screen share both cakes. And I'm gonna see if we can get David back.
Aren't we still missing David?
Yeah, I just texted.
Cute. I love it, Quinn. Very cute. Artiste.
Okay, I have to put these together.
Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't write thanks for being trans on it, Quinn. Missed opportunity.
Indeed. Does anybody else have David's phone number?
I might.
Would you be able to text? I texted, but again,
You did.
while I work on getting these photographic.
Telling him just to come back?
Yeah. Okay, this is silly. Why am I photoshopping when I can just take a screenshot of the two of them next to each other?
You're doing the most work.
That was loud, sorry.
You're right, Jamie. It was a really good Quentin stare.
Jamie, I may call at some point, but I would like to make it a last-ditch thing because calling people on live stream feels rude and awkward. Okay, let's see if I can screen share and also show you my cake. Can you see? No. I don't want it to dominate the entire window.
Ooh.
Wait, no, I don't want that to happen either.
It's still loading.
So here are two.
Yeah, right now it's real big.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make it just one of the windows. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen and see if I can like open it as another icon instead.
AJ, before we start consuming cakes, would you like us all to take pictures so you can social media them?
Yes, that is an excellent idea.
Already?
So now should I go back into the kitchen because we're gonna cake?
Yes, we are in the home stretch.
This time it's real.
Jamie, the purple one is from,
All right, let's see how bad the internet gets when I get out there.
if you need to take a picture and send it and come back, upload it in your icon or something. And Jamie, the purple cake is from our friend Leah, who is also a camp counselor, who was also a camper, which is one of my favorite things that happens now that we've been around for a little while. I'm just gonna be artsy and taking my picture for a minute and then go back to trying to get.
I did the same thing.
Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Wait, no, let's get up.
I'm gonna get sugar all over my computer.
Oh no.
Cake, anyone?
I love. Wait.
It smells so good. My house is very cold.
Did this work? We're gonna get like 3/4 of the chocolate cake and 3/4 of the purple cake.
AJ, would it be easier for you to send photos to other people and we can share them on our phones?
I wanted it all to be on the screen.
Yes, so like you had a chocolate cake person join?
Oh, the chocolate and purple folks can't join.
Can you explain what I'm saying? Like you have the picture and you joined as chocolate cake.
I'm doing that right now.
Okay. Are you doing it for both of them?
I was putting them together.
Oh, got you. Okay. I didn't know if it was easier for you to send somebody one of the pictures and do them as two different. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Sorry, I misunderstood.
No, it's okay. I'm past where my brain's working, so I was not explaining well.
Same. I was doing this.
Ah, gotcha.
I love that the cake is non-binary. Uses they and pronouns.
And here's my boy.
Cake.
Oh no, we still don't have
Cake.
the green. I'm gonna take a
Right.
screenshot, but
There's room because we only have 5. It has the topic can go to a 6. Yeah, Tori never answered. David never answered me.
yeah, that was my problem. Was I need. David also didn't answer me. Okay, I guess it's time for me to call. I need to mute myself so I'm not literally just calling them out on camera.
You can try Charlie.
I also texted Charlie.
You're right, Kara. Just like it's in the kitchen, which happens often. Way more often than you'd think.
David should be on his way. I made contact with Charlie, who is going to go make contact with David. And then we'll be able to
Nice.
and then go the heck to sleep because I'm so tired. I think, are we all going to cut into our cakes or just line up our complete cakes next to each other?
That's up to you, my friend.
Well, were you planning on eating cake tonight?
Well, we baked a cake, so yes.
Well, you can't cut into the pictures.
True.
You could try.
I can cut a piece for my mother.
I feel perhaps just lining them up next to each other and then posting slices later on social media might be a better option because I am all for getting our rainbow lined up and being excited about it for a minute and then going to sleep.
I have to do day 2.
I still need dinner.
Yeah, I also still have to eat dinner and stuff. Oh my God, amazing. I love your additions, Quentin.
It's not here.
What's not here?
I'm playing Animal Crossing because I'm a terrible person.
You're not a terrible person.
No, we all understand.
And Coco lost a book somewhere on this island, and I have looked everywhere on this godforsaken island, and it's not here.
Have you shaken every tree? Did you shake all the trees?
Do they fall out of trees?
Shake all the trees.
I normally shake all of my trees. This
Check.
is my.
Go shake all the trees and check all the X's to make sure it didn't get dug like into a hole.
I got all my fossils today, so it's not that.
Shake some trees.
I'm not laughing at you. Steph just showed me a very good tweet. Oh no.
Q, are you still going?
Quentin, are you gonna eat that cake? It maybe doesn't seem like a great idea. I mean, like, I'm not you.
I mean, it's just like a lot of sugar. I mean, do what you
No, I
want.
don't even mean that. I just mean the baking situation didn't seem to be
Effective.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
I mean,
They're young. They don't have our.
Truth be told,
yeah,
You got it. I have faith in you.
Keep
You
telling
didn't have
yourself.
Cheese frosting.
truth be told, I'm probably not going to eat this, and I'll just eat the cupcakes because they actually cooked properly.
That's a
You're
safer.
living your best life.
I'm enjoying making a
Mistakes happened.
It's pretty though.
You know what? Those Oreos on top just make me want to have an Oreo, so I'm gonna have an Oreo.
Yay! Mission accomplished.
But they're chocolate cream Oreos because that's all my mom likes, and she's a heathen.
I have actually my other cake.
There you go. Think it. There you go. You can have some. Yeah.
We have two studies instead of 1 2-layer because
Did you dye the Oreo blue?
no, it's green. It's just weird lighting.
Mm.
Okay, can I
Gotcha.
get both of these in here at once?
I would have to disagree. I think that double stuffed regular cream Oreos, that is where it's at.
Allie, what are your Oreo opinions?
I have a lot of Oreo opinions.
That's the kind of Oreo that is the best kind of Oreo.
Double stuffed Oreos are, I think, objectively the best Oreo. The cake that I made for today, the red velvet cake, I will also say that red velvet Oreos are delicious, as are birthday cake Oreos, especially
I think the red velvet are too sweet.
the vanilla cookie birthday cake Oreos are excellent. But really, I am just pro Oreo, especially because they're dairy free. Like
The mega stuffed are too Oreo. Yeah, they're vegan.
Hello, we have all of our cakes now.
You cut it. Cake.
You ready? I'm going to take a screenshot.
Sorry, y'all are out of your frames. I'm in my frame. Here, I'll change the frame.
I just couldn't get me in my frame.
You get cake.
Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot now. Maybe. If I can get... Oh, wait. Why am I taking screenshots? I can go back in on the YouTube video later and take a screenshot. Let's just celebrate our rainbow for a minute.
Take a picture.
We did it. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride!
Black Trans Lives Matter.
Look at that rainbow.
It's very out of order, but it's very
Oh,
good.
this cake smells so good. We did it.
We did it. Yay.
Wow.
And
Look at those cakes.
that was very good, and I'm done with trying to look
Woo.
at the screen with it tilted down like that.
But it's
I'm
very
proud
good.
of us.
That was very good, and I want to just say thank you to everybody who put up with my silliness in making this happen. We did the cake across the states.
We did it! We did it!
And now we can all have our cake and eat it too.
Yay! I'm gonna eat a very small piece of cake because it is 9:30 p.m. and I'm
gonna go for the
full and have
cupcakes.
acid reflux.
Yeah. Everybody take pictures of the slices and the eating part, and let's put it on social media, and let's all celebrate Pride. And I'm clearly have fallen asleep already, so maybe we should go now.
Ah,
I love you all very much.
I love you. Happy Pride. Black Trans.
Love you too.
Black Trans Lives Matter.
Happy
Ooh,
Pride.
Look at that slice. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Happy Pride, y'all.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I am ending. There we go. Oh.